Absolutely fantastic. So joining us today is a special character, Discount Dan, played by none other than Discount Aaron. It's like regular Aaron, just discounted. So it's all good. But welcome everyone to Session 9. This is the start of Season 2 of Mechwarrior Destiny Salvaged Destiny, a Mechwarrior Destiny actual play run by myself and four of my good friends that I've been hanging out with for a while. We've been playing games and shooting the proverbial shit for many moons, as it were. And I'm very excited to be back because we haven't played in 2 weeks. But I do want to make just a quick little announcement here for Strom. Strom did get married about 2 weeks ago. So we want to just give him a quick little applause. Applause, yes. Married life. Love it. It's beautiful. Don't play as many games as I do because your wife will hate you. But I digress. So with that being said, let's let the players introduce themselves. And then we're going to dive into Session 9, which I have entitled Dig Out the Root. But Lawrence, take it away.
Hi, I'm Hourly B. I'm playing Lawrence, who is the Lyran part of this group. Very stoic, very warrior-like, not very smart. There we go.
I will go next. I'm Strom. You can find me at Strom_plays on Twitch and YouTube. I will be playing Willow, who is a let's just say that he's got some cojones. He's in everyone's business and he likes it that way.
I love that. I love that. Steve, you're up next.
Me next. Yeah, I'm Steve. I'm from Britain, not like everybody else who's at the other side of the pond. I'll be playing Cyprian, who is the techie of the group. And he's loving rooting around in all of this merc clan tech at the moment. He's learning a lot.
I like it. I like it. And Callum, take it away, Aaron.
Yeah. Hey, guys. I'm Aaron. I just want to respond first. I want to respond to one thing that Wolf said at the beginning here. He sort of called me Discount Aaron. However, Wolf is what happens if you order a GM Aaron from wish.com.
Oh, my heart. My heart doth bleed. Oh, it burns. It burns so much. Oh, wow.
That's not true. He's great. I love him. But not really. Kind of hate him. But I'm playing Callum, as he said.
Yeah.
And Callum's the forward recon of the group. And I guess if everybody's like, hey, I'm the techie, I'm the busybody, I'm the Steiner, I'm the war orphan.
Yeah. And I, of course, am Der Wolf, the game master. And I just want to say it's really nice to see Aaron coming out of his shell. I know he's been jealous, but admittance is the first step to recovery. So, with that being said, Shabamo! I love you, Aaron, so much. You're a legend, absolute legend. But with that being said, we are going to open our scene. It has been a year since since this beautiful group of misfits has arrived in the local region of Exter. I'm going to just move you guys over to that big old map. As far as what you have heard from the radios, from different news outlets that have been, providing information about what's happened in Kantaris and some of the surrounding areas, Katrina Steiner has really started this massive and horrible and horrific civil war between the two major powers. And Kantaris itself has been turned into a kind of military state at this point. The people there are pretty much under lockdown, and it's been rough going. But the good news is that our group of Mechwarriors here, you've been quiet, but you've been effective. You've been able to find a long-term contract with this Kelly, a merchant from the planet Exter in the Exter system. And I'm going to move you over to the local system really quick. And working with him, you guys have you've made some money. Not a lot, not enough to, move you all the way across the inner sphere, but you've made some money. You've been able to build up a couple of, additional mechs, a couple of additional pilots, maybe some mech warriors, maybe even some ground personnel. And the Evenheart's Sons has become an officially recognized merc outfit. Thanks in no small part to a certain lawyer, Esme, who may or may not have fudged some documents. Nobody really talks about it. It's all good. Hashtag Willow. But we totally digress away from that. But we are going to open our first scene of today's session in the dropship meeting room aboard the Latropo. And as we open it up, we see the group standing around the table, completely fixed, in great shape, thanks in no small part to Cyprian. It's been working beautifully. In fact, you've actually enhanced some of the holo display, so it's a little bit crisper. Instead of that 720 bullshit, we're getting some 4K, beautiful holographic displays on this table. And your father, the Sergeant Major, Mr. Devon, is standing at the table, and before you see a small spinning little planet. You see the 2 drop ships in orbit around it. And thank you so much for the subscription symbol. I do appreciate it. But you see he is leaning in, and you've been having a conversation about these pirates that have been harassing this merchant and the mining operations in the Exter system. And the Sergeant Major, he picks up kind of mid-conversation here, and he says, "It's taken us almost a year, but we finally found their outpost. If you look here," he reaches out, zooms in, you see it kind of zooms down to not a 2D, but a 3D representation of a flat field. And you see this kind of red, charred, pot-marked valley. There's some lava flows. It's very reminiscent of any pictures or images you've ever seen of Mars' surface. However, there are some active flows, active lava, etc. And he points down, he says, We've zoomed in, and we've identified that all of their forces seem to be congregated in this 4-kilometer area right here. And he points down to this map, and you see that there is a valley that kind of narrows down, and then as it narrows down, it ends in the side of a cliff face. And you see that it's very well camouflaged. It's built in to the side of this kind of mountain or mound. But you see that there is some movement. It's very subtle, but there's a couple of drone camera footages, and you see a couple of different mechs maneuvering around. You see a couple of ground vehicles. But the main mechs that you see, that you've been able to identify, there looks to be 2 to 3 hatchetmen. You also see a couple of Blackhawks that are at this location as well. And it appears that after several skirmishes with Evenheart's Sons, these pirates look like they might be trying to maybe maneuver out of here. But, per the request of your employer, he wants them, as the title of this episode stated, he wants them pulled out by the root. He wants them gone. The Sergeant Major then pivots over, taps another little holographic icon, and an image pops up. And the image that pops up is this gentleman right here. And I'm going to kind of blow him up a little bit so you can see him. This is one Lewis Garrick. He is the leader of this pirate outfit. Regardless of what happens to everyone else, he needs to be brought to justice. He needs to be brought in, ideally alive, so he can be put before a tribunal. But if he won't come alive, dead in a box is good as him escaping. So let's make sure he doesn't, as the Sergeant Major states. But at this point, he really opens the field. He opens the floor to everyone else to ask questions, give advice, really whatever they want to do, and he opens the floor to you all.
Jim, if I could just ask, when you were describing the base, is it like I have an image in my mind. Is it sort of in a canyon or a dugout in the side of a canyon?
Okay, yeah, it's in a canyon. So the canyon, it's almost like it looks as though it was a natural lava flow that ended, and the lava hit something that was too hot to burn away. It was too solid, and then it pooled. And then as it cooled, there was like a natural ramp. They went down this natural ramp, and then they built into the side of the cave wall or the ravine's wall, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So. Really only one way in or out.
Yep, one way in and out. That is correct.
And I guess at this point, Callum will ask the Sergeant Major, are there any fixed defenses?
Our drones were shot down several hours ago, but the images that we were able to get, it looks like there were several turret emplacements built into the side of the valley. They look like they're armed with AC-5s, and there may be one or two armed with medium lasers. The footage was too blurry, really, to make out exactly what we're dealing with.
Cool. And Jim, I'd like to, before I yield the floor, I'd like to blow the image up. Is it possible for me to try to determine which building is powering those turrets?
There is one building built into the side of this mountain
So
face.
it's an all in one.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, just so I've got it square in my head.
Mhm.
Is it like they've built into this like excavated into the cliff face?
Correct.
And it's
Exactly.
Just sort of,
Yep.
Okay.
That is
okay.
exactly right. Yep.
So Cyprian's going to lean, sort of stand back and lean on the little bookshelf slanted thing behind him, and just say, fold his arms to say, "Whose justice? Whose justice are we bringing this asshole to?"
Our employers, Cyprian.
Our employers or the people that he's trodden on for the past however long?
They are one and the same, Cyprian.
He'll
Also, it doesn't much
shake his
matter.
head.
We're getting paid for it. That's what we're going to do. You know what the difference between mercenaries and pirates are?
Contracts.
Contracts.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. And as Willow says, contracts. I'd like to do a little bit of a flashback here. And Willow, as I had asked you all before we started this session, what or who would you have liked to have had a conversation? It's been a year since we had our last session. You guys have been working with this mercantile outfit, this mining and merchant outfit on Exter. What scene would you have had, or what do you think would have been an important moment for Willow over the last, say, year of moving between these inner planets? And just let me know. Who would you have liked to have talked to? Either another player or even an NPC.
So, what Willow would have actually spent a lot of time doing, probably to the horrified thoughts of Lawrence and Callum, is he would have taken Sam basically under his wing, like after
God,
he
no.
told them that they would go
This
on
can
that mission
turn
that
out
it never happened.
brilliantly.
He would have taken her out for like solo walks, just him and her and Max, just to go out do a couple training exercises. Never sharing what they talk about or what they've been doing, but his entire goal, over the year of doing that, every month, at least once a month, once or twice a month, is that he tries to bring her hot streak back so she's more controlled in the chair.
I absolutely love that. So I'd like to cut to a scene of she's going to be in the... You know what? She's taken to the Wolfhound, actually. That's the one that she's been using. She really likes the Wolfhound. That's what we're going to go with.
As long as she doesn't touch my config setup.
I mean, she might be messing with it a little bit, just to...
Willow absolutely would have said, configure it how you like.
And which mech would you be in, Willow, as you guys are out doing some rounds and some maneuvers?
Willow, if she's going to use the Wolfhound, Willow would jump into his light mech.
I love it. That was the Stinger?
Good question. Don't know. I think it was the... I think it was a Javelin?
It was a Javelin? I think that sounds right. So you guys are in the Javelin and the Wolfhound, and you guys have been... You're just moving around in this kind of rocky area on Exter, just, doing some maneuvers, practicing, speed, positioning, maybe firing at some immobile targets, and as you're maneuvering, you get to this point where you've had some of the troops. At this point, the Evenheart Sons has gotten a couple of soldiers, maybe some additional mech techs. You've got you've probably got about 50 people working with you now. Like, you've grown pretty quickly, all things considered. A lot of them are just like support personnel, etc. But they've set up a couple of, like boxes, hunks of metal, maybe some old scrapped, tanks that you've destroyed in the past that you've got extra parts for. And you guys are maneuvering and shooting. And as this is going on, you are maybe mid-conversation, or it's been quiet for a little bit, let's say, and you hear Sam. She left her comms open, and she says, when am I actually going to get to fucking shoot something for real? These walks are getting so boring.
Well, if you've got something to complain about, you should not do it under your breath.
Oh, sorry, sir. It's
all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Apologies. I'm sorry, sir.
Don't apologize for how you feel.
Right.
And I've been where you are. I was a new pilot once. I was very keen on getting out into the fight. And let me tell you, once you step out into the fight and your mech gets cored for the first time, that's an experience you'll never forget if you survive it.
Well,
because remember, if you're shooting at someone, they're shooting you back.
Well, sure. That's kind of my point, sir. Look, I've been at this for what, almost a year now, and I just Lawrence and Callum, they feel like they're holding me back. They always say that I'm not ready, but when am I ever going to be ready? I want to contribute. I want to fight back. I want to do something. My whole life I've just been weak, and and as she says the wolfhounds, she like hits the trigger on one of the wolfhounds weapons, and just like the beam of energy lances out and just scorches the ground, and you hear her kind of like start a little bit. She's like, oh shit, sorry sir, weapon system's live, my bad.
Yeah. Well, do you know what your survival rate on the training missions are?
I should know this. Wait a minute. I know this one. It's not
100%.
But wait, no, I know this. It's let me just.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
+5, and it's
It's not 100%.
It's 68.45.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but you only have one life.
Right.
So if you die 68% of the time, you're still dead.
So then what's the point of even trying in the first place, sir?
Do you know why we're fighting? Do you know why we're doing all this stuff? Do you know why we're training you?
So that I can maximize that 68.5% chance of survival?
No. We're doing it because, well, being powerless sucks. And it's better to have your own power to control your own destiny. But besides that philosophical thing there, it's so that we can make sure that we can take care of the people that we care about, that we can protect those that look up to us, and that we don't leave anyone behind.
And who do you care about, Willow?
Let's just say that I've been left behind. And I don't want it to happen to anyone else. I don't want to see your brother go through what I had to go through. I don't want to see you go through what I had to go through.
And what I'm going to have you do here is I'm going to have you roll do you have tactics? Ooh, what do you have?
Leadership?
Ooh, roll me a leadership check, because I like this, and if this goes well, I think I'm going to give Sam some extra points in not doing stupid shit. I only rolled an 11.
Oh,
meter beat! Let's go! So you've been doing this, I would say it sounds like every month, several times a month, and this is maybe 5th or 6th, 7th time you've done it, and you know people even over comms. You can't see her expression, you can't see her face, but you know that something is sinking in. You see her maneuver less as though she's a solo mechwarrior, a solo battle mech in combat, and she's moving with you more like you two are a unit. And she's starting to, just kind of like mirror some of your movements. And it seems like whatever you're trying to do, it seems like it's working. And I absolutely love that. I think that's a great spot to pivot back to the dropship's meeting room. And we had just had Willow mention, a contract. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. And the sergeant major will be the first to pipe in. He says, it's exactly right. A contract. And that's what we have. A contract that once we complete this mission, we are free of. And we can go to wherever the hell we want. I've been meeting with... excuse me. I've been meeting with Yinny. And she's mentioned we have enough money to travel multiple systems away. And what that gives us is options to where we want to take our skills, where we want to try to influence what's going on. But options is what it gives us, but not until we finish this mission. Now, Lawrence, you mentioned to me that you felt some of the junior mech pilots might be ready for their first foray. Can you expand upon that at all?
Well, simply put, both Sam and Bruce have been training very well. They have both improved their statistics in terms of survivability, in terms of maneuverability. I believe that, rushed as it may be, they are definitely ready for their first combat mission. Obviously, they won't be going it alone, but they will make quite simply put, we do not have enough hands to forego any good resource, and they are a very good resource.
What of Lambert? I know he was just a civilian mech pilot. He had been working on cargo loaders and the like. Has he made any advancements as far as his, ability to hit things that aren't us?
Lambert is not as daring as Sam, nor is he as fast as Bruce, but he has gotten the hang of aiming and maneuvering at the same time relatively quickly. I believe that he is ready.
Good. Well, that gives us a full lance and 3/4 of an additional lance to at least deploy if need be. Let's see here. And he thinks for a moment. He pauses. It's not trepidation. It's not nervousness that you see on the sergeant major's face, but he realizes the importance of this mission. He realizes the importance of this deployment. Not that this is a make or break, because if you fail, you still have a bunch of money, but this is really going to give you that extra boost of C-bills that you need to have options. And that's what you've been really lacking over the past year, is options of where to go and how to get there. But he does finally turn over to Callum, and he says, do you concur with Lawrence?
In light of the current situation, I don't see that we have any other options, sir. But to be honest, not particularly.
Elaborate.
They're improving, of course, but anybody given a year inside the cockpit of a battle mech is still a far cry from a mechwarrior. That being said, if we keep them out of the majority of the fighting, even if they do drop, they won't hinder us at all, I don't believe.
He nods. I leave the decision up to you, all of you, and how we deploy. All I can do is stress the importance of this mission. Very well. Any final questions?
I've got a couple, sir. Have we
course
found
you
any
do.
bolt holes? Any back entrances? Any secret escapes?
None. One way in, one way out. That's all.
They can't be that stupid.
And he doesn't often laugh, but he does. And he says, Oh, I think they could be.
But then we could just bring down the entrance on them when there's nothing they can do.
Except that we need to confirm either a body or a living specimen for this Garrig.
They can't be that stupid.
And at the mention of they can't be that stupid, I'd like to actually pivot over to Callum. And as I had asked everyone else, were there any scenes either with other players or NPCs that you would have liked to have had over the last year prior to, so maybe like one of the more important moments for Callum over the last year?
I think if it's cool with Steve, that that conversation would have been with Cyprian.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Where would
Go
you
with
guys
it.
like to have that conversation?
We'll say like in one of the workshops, perhaps. Cyprian comes in to find Callum has completely upturned the workshop looking for a particular tool. He's
love
holding
that.
a like a small palm-sized disc that Cyprian would recognize right away as a hollow projector for an image.
Okay. So you like underneath the table rooting around for it, or have you sort of just found
Yeah,
it and stood up
and
and gone,
there's
yes, hooray.
no, we'll say like on hands and knees, the entire workspace is now wrecked. Like there's tools, there are like bins of tools that have been just sort of emptied out on the top of the on top of the table, and stuff just strewn haphazardly around. He's just sort of looking absently for something.
Cyprian's going to walk over and see the chaos and say, "You're telling Dina, not me."
What? Oh, yeah, yeah. Um, it occurs to me now that I've destroyed this entire workspace that I don't really know what I'm looking for. I'm trying to fix this
Um,
hollow projector.
Cyprian will go to take the hollow projector off of him,
Mhm.
and inspect it and to find out what's wrong with it and why it's broken. And then, do you want me to roll for anything for that?
Yeah, absolutely. What skills do you have?
I have technician.
Yeah, roll technician. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a quick little thing here. That is a difficulty of 13.
I think you meant to say
Difficulty
difficulty
11,
of 11.
and you got an 11, 13. So you know exactly what's wrong with it.
Cyprian will not say anything, but then we'll like look around on the tool bench and like pick up the required implements to start to fix it, and we'll start to fix it, and then sort of while he's looking at this, the holocom, we'll ask him why are you trying to fix a broken holocom? You should just ask.
Oh, it's Bruce's,
Oh.
and I think I think it's their parents.
Oh, okay, fair enough, and we'll continue fixing
And
it.
to be fair, I said I'd fix it, and well, I don't know how I would have asked for help eventually, but it's their parents. It's important.
He'll stop fixing it. I'll be like, why did you volunteer that you could fix it? You don't know shit about fixing anything. You should just said, we'll fix it. We're a team. We'll fix things together.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but they're orphans. I'm an orphan. It just kind of feel like we have to stick together. You know what I mean?
Cyprian will like lower the thing and stop fixing it, and ask him if, aside from being a war orphan, is there anything that you miss about Like, is there anything that draws you back to your home planet? Why did you come here and not stay there? I don't know what to do that now that my home planet's now taken over by somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, mine still is. Clan Steel Vipers dug in pretty well on Jabuka. They're not going to let that planet go without a pretty serious fight. I don't think anybody's up to give it to them for a sleepy little agricultural planet with no real strategic value. And I've learned that home isn't a place. Home is something that you find inside yourself. And I think having your parents on board, you'd have a sense of home even here.
Cyprian will try to continue fixing it and sort of try to distract his own mind, but say that him and his dad have never really gotten along, but I can't imagine what I'd do if I didn't have him. And
So
I can't imagine the position that I can't imagine how you can go on. It would break me.
well, Cyprian, you don't get a choice. You just if you lose somebody, you have to keep moving forward. But you say you don't get on with your father, and yet you demanded, you kicked, you screamed, you raged to force him off that planet when it wasn't what he wanted. You did that because you're family. You don't have to like each other. It's not a requirement of family. But you have to be willing to sacrifice for one another. But having met your father and knowing him a little bit, I can't say that I would have gotten along with him any better than you did. He seems like a real bastard.
Cyprian will look up from tinkering with the holocom and, well, you can only see things from his point of view. And then he will pass the now fixed hollow back to Callum and say, "Here you go, that should work fine now."
And Callum sort of tests it, turns it on and off, and sort of just holds it in his hand, looks at Cyprian and says, "Well, thanks." And do you ever consider maybe infiltration instead of a frontal assault?
For this mission?
No, with your father. You can see his perspective. You may not like it, but you can see it. You acknowledge that it's there. You acknowledge that it exists. It's something he can't do. Infiltrate it, change it from the inside. It might take weeks, months, years, decades, never. But isn't it worth the effort?
He'll look up to the ceiling for a couple of moments and just close his eyes and then look back at Callum and say, the only person's opinion that he ever listens to is my mom's.
True.
That can change. Anyway, what what do I know about it? I mean, of all the everybody in this room is got parents with their hands up, so that's
Cyprian will sort of perk himself up and stand a bit squarer and pat Callum on the shoulder and say, "Food for thought. Anyway, if you need help fixing any tech in the future, just give me a shout. Don't
yeah. I'm
Don't-
gonna
try and fix things. You're not going to fix things. You're good at running and shooting. Stick to the running and shooting thing." And we'll pat him on the shoulder a couple of times and then say, "You just give me a shout, brother," and then turn to walk away.
And as that scene fades out, I guess Callum will just turn and begin to hurriedly try to square that workstation away before Dina sees it.
Oh yeah, I just left the Allen wrench in this. What the hell? And that's a nice place to cut that scene. Back to where we've been kind of. I don't know. This has kind of been like our fallback place, as it were. So let me go ahead and pivot you guys back to the dropship meeting room. Everyone's still meeting. And Willow, you've had the one question. They can't be that stupid, but you said you had multiple questions, Willow. Were there other questions that you wanted to ask?
Yeah. So we know where they are. We know the approximate size of their forces. And we know the lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
And then do we have a second lance? And he looks over, he slowly pivots and looks over at Lawrence and Callum.
Lawrence will kind of be like he wants to lead this as democratically as possible. So he will look, and if Callum says hard no, then he will concur. But personally, he thinks that as long as they aren't being used as a frontal assault force, which they aren't, they're going to be all being light mechs and medium mechs at most. They'll probably serve fine.
Yeah, I think if Lawrence looks over at Callum will notice and just give a single nod.
And he will say, we have one lance and 3/4 of a second lance. They're good to go.
If the commander here deigns to get down in the dirt with the rest of us, we could have 2 full lances.
Cyprian will, under his breath, snort. His dad would ever do such a thing.
Interesting. You know what? He's just going to let that one lie. He's not even going to really answer that question. He's just going to let that one lie at this moment. Well, if there's any other serious questions, I'll be on the bridge making final preparations for the assault. We deploy at 0800 hours. See you in the morning. And he will depart the room.
As he walks out and as the door shuts behind him, he's like, he is not getting in a Mac. I can guarantee you that.
I don't know. It's about 50-50 whether my little ribs and jives get to him or not. Have I ever told you I like your father? He's a good guy.
What if... Okay, who... I think we can all agree that among all of us likes Willow the most. For whatever reason. No offense, Willow.
Why would that be an offense?
It is the single most strange thing I have ever witnessed.
So...
I think I'm rather likable.
Thinking is one thing.
That's why I said it.
What if one of us just flat out calls him a coward? Cyprian, what'll he do?
I have a feeling he'll shoot you.
No, he doesn't walk around armed all the time. I mean, most of the time.
Yeah. He always has a backup piece. Haven't you noticed the way that he shuffles around when he sits down? It's tucked right in his belt.
I am not good at aggressive negotiations. I will defer to someone else. I would appeal to pride over cowardice.
Don't you worry. He'll be down in there. He'll go just to make sure that the rest of the other three don't kill themselves.
Oh, what if we designate, whichever mech that we want to take as the command mech?
We
I mean, we
have
can-
a command mech even.
Or we can just get Dina to paint it on the side.
I mean, we do if we
C.
say we do.
We can call whatever mech whatever we want. He's not an idiot.
But
He's a
Yeah.
bastard.
yeah, but there's a difference between a command mech and a command mech.
Yeah, and we don't have the first one. We only got the second.
Yeah.
He'll be down there.
So GM, is the symbol for Sergeant Major like a star with a couple of chevrons underneath it? I think?
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
But
It can be
Cyprian
whatever
will
you
just-
want it to be, Cyprian.
Cyprian will just say we should just get Dina or Richie to paint a star and some chevrons underneath it and write his name. If you blow enough smoke up of his ass, he's going to do it.
Exactly. Appeal to Davian pride, not Davian aggression. That's how you usually do it.
I
But if
think
you
I
call it
know.
a command mech, he will assume that he's in
I
command of
have
the
blacked
entire
out.
mission.
And were those G-force
I
chambers
mean, he is. He's the commander. He's just already given us our orders.
and is everyone
Give us a lot of leeway in figuring those orders out. But I think I'm starting to understand why
on each
he
deck,
likes me the
or-
best, and I think it's because none of you understand that
slowly
deep down he's
maneuvering
actually
your ways
quite a
over towards the
caring
white
and empathetic
hole.
person.
Kind of
He's
like
just got
drawn
the
towards
cold,
it.
No,
hard,
no.
unfeeling exterior of a career military man.
Yeah, my childhood was full of care and empathy.
Well, like I said, he's a bastard. But you're alive.
And at the mention of "you're alive," I think that's a great moment as he's kind of ripping on Cyprian. Do a little bit of a flashback as we've been doing these small little vignettes for all of the players here of an important scene that Cyprian would have had at some point over the last year of your time in the Exter system, in and around the planet Exter. Who would you like to have be there, Cyprian? And take it away, man. Where do you want to be?
So I want it to be with Dina,
Ooh.
but in like, I don't know, the big mess kitchen or something where
Yeah.
my mum would have been like making a huge dinner for everybody. Like
Oh.
just a big pot of stew or something like that everybody would
I like
eat
that.
up and enjoy it.
I like that a lot. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna set you up as though, you know what? You have a little bit of a home base in the merchant area. And would it have just been you and Dina and everyone else is not there yet? Or do you want to have everyone else there? How would you want to set this up?
Yeah, so it'd just be like me, Dina, and my mother, I've dragged Dina along to get her away from the mech bay and like, come on, we'll go and chop some potatoes.
But this
or
mech
something.
needs no. I don't want to
No,
do
it'll
potatoes.
be it'll be
no.
fine.
But why? Oh, I hate this. So you've dragged Dina away. I like that. So we're gonna pivot you over. It doesn't exactly look like a kitchen, but because I wasn't prepared for a kitchen scene, you're just gonna have to deal with this. All right. So here we go. We got so Yinny's not there, but you've dragged Dina over. You're both at this table. You are working on chopping potatoes. Dina looks. I would imagine this scene happened maybe just a month or two after her episode with the overdose. So she's still a little not nervous, but a little bit. How do I put this? She seems a little nervous, actually. A little bit reserved, a little bit more internalized during these moments. And it's you, it's Tayana, She's chopping it up, and Dina's just very slow, like knife, potato, crunch, move. Almost mechanical. Your mom's over there just like chip, 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 slide, chop, 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 slide. Like just doing it well. You're probably doing a great job. And you're getting this meal ready for everyone before they come down for like a nice big dinner. You're having everyone too. But Dina is just focused on her potato. The one potato she's been working on for the last like 5 minutes.
So Cyprian will be like making small talk about cool mechs and heat exchangers and stuff like that, and then we'll interject me like, you know that you can chop more than one potato, right, Dina?
Right. Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this kind of grease. It's really starchy.
It is the primary component of potatoes, starch and carbohydrate.
Right. I don't like that. What are you trying to do, Cyprian?
Well, I mean, potatoes are a key component of stew, and
Right.
by
Right.
preparing the
But why me?
potatoes,
Why
that
am I
makes it-
helping? I don't want to be. I don't. Look, I really appreciate everything. And she drops the knife onto the counter. Your mother is just next to you, off to your left. Almost looks like she's ignoring the conversation. She is not interjecting. She's just slicing, humming a nice little tune to herself, just letting you two kind of hash it out. Yeah, she's just a fly on the wall, as it were. And Dina drops the knife. It clatters. Puts her hands on the table, just like gripping the edge of this high countertop where you're cooking and cutting up some of these ingredients. And she says, "Look, I appreciate everything you've done for me over the past couple months. All right, but this just I don't look. I'm fine. Okay, you don't have to keep babysitting me like this. You don't have to keep dragging me away from what I love. Okay, I love." The mechs. I like them, okay? And also, the Mad Cat is significantly better than the Atlas. I don't know why would you say an Atlas is better. Mad Cat is quicker. It also has basically the same firepower, and that's just the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard anyone ever say in my entire life. Your mother lets out a small chuckle just to your left, and then picks up the little cutting board she's working with and moves over to a sink and starts, like, rinsing off the cutting board, leaving you two alone as well.
So Cyprian will go back to chopping stuff and say, well, I'm not babysitting, mate. You can do whatever you want, but you know, I thought some time away from the mechs and, well, away from Richie and Tom and everybody for, well, a couple of hours might help.
Help what,
Richie
Cyprian?
is definitely, well, Richie can be bothersome, and he knows exactly where you hide if you're just going to hide in a mech, and he'll just come and bother you there. So he's unlikely to come and help prepare his dinner.
How are you chopping so fast like that? I keep almost nicking my finger.
He'll look up from chopping and say, well, you know how you can tell by looking at the heat sinks that Tom has probably wired it up wrong again?
Sure. Tom's an idiot.
That's because you keep practicing. It's just practice. You know, if you do things over and over again, it becomes natural, just in the same way as working on a mech. At the end of working on the mech, you get a perfect walk-in, stomp-in killing machine. At the end of chopping potatoes and vegetables, you get a decent dinner. It's just practice.
She's going to slowly pick up the knife. She's going to, instead of using her fingers on the side of the potato, she's going to curl her fingers like you are, so that just her knuckles are there, and she kind of uses the knuckles to kind of guide, so she's less likely to cut herself, and she starts going just a little bit faster. And roll me a... What skills do you have? Do you have negotiations, leadership?
None of that. Small
2d6
arms.
plus charisma, please. I rolled a 6. Don't fuck it up. You rolled a 16. Holy balls. Dina seems to settle in a little bit. And just to kind of extrapolate, Dina starts spending time with Cyprian outside of the mech bay. And you've asked her to do some things now and again, and she actually, every once in a while, seldom, maybe once every month and a half. So over the last year, it's been like maybe half a dozen times at most. She's asked you to like do something. Like, hey, do you want to cook again? Or, hey, do you want to go for a spacewalk, I guess? I don't know. Just things. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
So the upshot of like the whole thing is I want Cyprian to start or make sure that Dina knows that Dina needs to be Dina.
Yeah.
Not what somebody else thinks Dina needs to be.
And you get the impression that Dina feels like she can be Dina around Cyprian. And that's at least a start. Because Dina doesn't feel like she can be Dina around anybody most of the time. She feels like she's got to be super mech pilot, mech tech fixer lady. And she can relax. And it's a good friendship that starts to blossom. You see a side of her likely that others don't. And we can elaborate that on later. But we're going to pivot back to the meeting room, where everyone is still having this conversation. The Sergeant Major has left. And we were, kind of in the middle of Willow, as every time Willow says something snarky, we like to pivot away, because that's fun. But you guys can pick it back up where we left off.
Cyprian's going to stand up from his current leaning position against the bookshelf and go over to the hollow and be like, regardless of whether he gets in a mech or not, we have one lance and a half a backup lance, maybe a full backup lance. But aside from guarding a entrance exit to this ravine, it's the four of us. We need to discuss how we're actually going to dig these assholes out of their canyon.
Well, the force that we have observed so far is not inconsequential, but so far it's not like we have spotted a hidden assault mech. They don't seem to actually. Would they have like facilities to hide a spare lance or anything like that, or is it pretty much just the one hangar that we've observed, like the Blackhawks and the hatchet men moving in and
out of? It is impossible to know how deep underground, which is likely where the majority of the facility is, goes. But the doors of the grainy images that you've seen of this facility, they're large enough for an assault mech to get out. Not to say that they have one, but they are large enough.
And they're built. Those doors are built into the cliff face, or there's like a building coming
There's
out.
like the face of a building, like it was built out,
Okay.
but the majority of the building seems to be built into the cliff face.
Like a bunker?
Exactly like a bunker. Yeah, it's a bunker. That's right.
Well, I was expecting our support lance to stay along the perimeter, make sure that no one escapes, since we need to make sure that our target of priority doesn't leave. That'll be a good safety net. So they shouldn't be in too much danger regardless.
We would hope, unless they have a deep patrol somewhere, at which point they could find themselves in trouble pretty quickly.
That's true, but we are dealing with pirates and not a military operation.
And they did build themselves into a dead-end canyon.
I can't believe they're that stupid. That just doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's a good defensive position, but one where you have to be absolutely committed because there's nowhere to retreat to.
It's also only a very good defensive position if you have leverage, and they've lost leverage. So
Just looks like a tomb to me.
It can easily become that, but we'll lose whatever's inside there.
I mean, we have mechs. We can just burn away all the rubble.
Yeah.
I think to start, Cyprian should, and anybody else with long range weaponry should pelt them at range and draw out as many of them as we can.
I agree.
And if we do that, GM, how high is the canyon?
About 100 feet at its deepest.
It may even be worth it to engage them from the top of the canyon walls.
Well, yeah. Then it just turns it into a kill box, and they
Hmm.
can't. There must be defenses up on top of the canyon. They can't be that stupid.
If well, you keep saying that, but I don't. I think they'll surprise us.
Hold on. Willow goes into the hollow table and starts zooming in on the top of the canyon, making just trying to find gun emplacements or literally anything on top of the canyon.
So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what you're going to be dealing with. And you zoom in right over yonder. This is what it looks like. And there is a canyon that goes directly south from this little bunker built in the side of this hill here. And there are multiple emplacements on the edge of the canyon. You kind of see like there's the little walls right here. And there's this little base right up here. So it can be built into it, little bunker. And then there's a bunch of emplacements around the edge, up on the walls, etc.
To me, that almost looks like the base is on a little bit of a plateau rather than a canyon.
Well, it's built into a canyon, and that's the way to describe
Oh,
it.
I hang on. I see behind. Yeah, I see to the north. There's a. It's almost like a dry, like riverbed, like out in Colorado.
Old lava flow is what we're going
Old
with.
lava flow.
Yeah.
That's. So, I mean, it looks
So-
like lava.
Is this one on top of the canyon?
Yes, it
And
is.
This one and this one,
Yep, correct.
and then the rest of them seem to be inside the canyon.
Correct. Yep.
All right, they're not completely stupid, just mostly stupid.
Just mostly stupid.
I should be able to deal pretty easily with the ones on top of the canyon, and if I'm needed down in there, I can just jump in.
I agree.
And Willow, I think you should position yourself in such a way to block any escape through the mouth of the canyon.
I was
As you-
thinking the same thing.
Might as well see what that new machine of yours can do.
I did intentionally get one with a thick armor plating. I do tend to get shot a lot.
It's kind of ugly, though, don't you think?
If I wanted something pretty, I would have used something else. I was trying to stay alive.
Fair enough.
And at the mention of trying to stay alive, fair enough, Anders, Lawrence, who is looking rather pensive this entire exchange, he's been kind of quiet to himself. I would imagine that he's maybe thinking back to a conversation or interaction he had with somebody at some point, be it another player or an NPC. What vignette would have been an important moment for Lawrence during this year time on planet Exter?
I think, let me check out the list
Please.
of people.
There's quite a few of them now.
I say we go to Bruce because he has not
Bruce.
made an appearance yet.
Bruce. You know what's great about Bruce? Bruce has been spending most of his time in the gym. He's been trying to strengthen his bum leg and his other extremities to just be a little stronger, a little bit bigger. And although he is still a young man, he's been really hitting it hard. And you would find him inside of the gym. And we're gonna use this little walkway area right here, just to kind of represent that there's like a little gym area over here. And I'm gonna drag you over to there, and we're gonna drag Bruce onto the map. Yeah. And you're gonna walk in, and Bruce is gonna have 2 dumbbells, and he's looking in the mirror, and his arms are still kind of scrawny, but they've gotten a little bit more tone, a little bit more definition. He's like, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16. Gah! And he drops both of them with that loud clang clang as they hit the floor. He's like, damn it! I almost got there. All right, next time. All right, quick break. Get some water. Oh, sir. Sorry, sir. I didn't know you were behind me, sir. He like does like an awkward, like, weak salute because his arms are still shaking from lifting the weights.
At ease, Bruce. Are you training for physical fitness? As far as I'm concerned, there's no need for strength training, at least not at this stage in your career.
I don't know. It's good to be in shape, sir. I just want to be strong enough to, well, do everything. I don't know, sir. I see some of the other mech pilots in here, and they work out and run, and I figured I should too.
You're not wrong, and it is a good habit to get into. But if I may, and I'll hold out my hand to like grab his hand.
He extends it, takes it, lets you take it.
And I'm not gonna like do it in like a attempt to manhandle him, but I'm gonna show that like he really like tore himself up trying to like, what was he lifting, like 20 pounds,
like 25-pound weights as a freaking 15-year-old, like with scrawny arms. Like he was really pushing himself.
Yeah,
his arms are like jelly right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna show just how weak he has made himself, and it's not meant to embarrass him at all. It's gonna be, you have to know when to push and when to pull back. At your stage in your career, you should not be pushing yourself as hard as you are right now. It is respectable and admirable, absolutely. But right now, you need to focus on maneuvering, on tactics, and letting your battle mech do all the work for you. Right now, we need you to be able to pay attention. And tearing yourself up at the gym is not analogous to that. But good work. I can see you're working hard, and just take it easy in the future.
I just don't want to be... And he kind of stops. He thinks. I don't want to be a liability, sir. I want to contribute. You've all done more for my sister and I than, well, anyone ever has. We're just grateful, that's all.
I know that, Bruce. And I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful that you're listening to what I and Callum have to teach you, what Willow has to offer as well. And you are learning so fast. I, at your age, can barely remember what my mother told me, and she taught me almost everything she knew or tried to. And all I can remember is that the Awesome has 3 PPCs and a small laser, and I remember thinking that that's a very odd armament to have. That's all that I can remember.
That is a weird mech. I gotta interject here. That's a freaking weird mech, man, for assault mech.
It's a beautiful mech.
It's so weird. It feels so underpowered. That's all I'm saying. It does. But I digress.
In the era that it's from, it's not the worst underpowered, but it's very odd that it's like, we'll give it 3 giant guns that it can only fire 2 of, and then as a backup, a small laser.
Yeah, just in
It's-
case it runs into a house cat.
He's got to have
yeah.
he's got to have the cigar.
Yeah.
But he will just say, you, on the other hand, what is the best formation for defeating a high wall? Like, he'll give him a question that Bruce would know the answer to.
I like it. So, like, what is the best position for when you are outnumbered? And this is the situation. And
Yeah.
I imagine it's a situation kind of like the Romans when the warrior queen from Britain, the Celtic warrior queen Boudica, she was attacking this small contingent. It was like you funnel them into a valley, and then you're able to, defend greater numbers with less numbers because of positioning. And he would give you a very accurate answer of to how to use the terrain to your advantage. And yeah, it would go well. And he would seem kind of proud of himself in this moment. Not smug, but confident in his answer.
Yeah, I want to make it clear that you don't need to be the strongest or the fastest mech warrior. You need to, oftentimes it comes down to being the smartest.
I love that.
And that's what's most important in being a mech warrior. The mech does the heavy lifting.
Bruce will, with both hands, lift both the weights, put them back on the dumbbell rack, and will look very grateful at Lawrence in this moment. Extremely grateful for his advice. Thank you, sir. And just thank you. I'm gonna go do some reading on tactics. I'll see you soon. And he's gonna he runs, but as he runs, you notice that his limp not quite as pronounced as it was in the past. Like, he's starting to really, over the last several months, he's been starting to compensate for it more and more and strengthen himself. But maybe it's just his confidence that has been strengthened. I think that was absolutely fantastic, Lawrence. Absolutely fantastic. Back to our meeting room where we are continuing to meet. We're discussing the tactics. Lawrence, you've been kind of quiet, but you had a nice little moment where you thought about Bruce. Let's pick back up where we left off. Continue, gentlemen.
In any case, that defensive position, a head-on assault is not really what I would suggest, but we have 2 dropships. We can't destroy the entire facility, but we can possibly gimp the defenses around it before moving in. So I say we possibly drop off our our 2 lances in whatever position is advantageous for deploying to either guard from any squirters or assault the base itself. Then we have them try and are there anti-air defenses around it, or is it really
it's really just ground defenses?
All right, then I would say that we have them, for lack of a better word, pylon turn over the base and just pour all available fire onto their defenses, and then they move off and we move in.
So what you're suggesting is a strafing run.
Technically, no. It's what the AC 130 does, where it's literally just banking over
banking
one area.
a turn and just watching that large gun just rain down hellfire. Oh,
because I think
I've seen videos of that thing. That thing is terrifying. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Terrifying.
Mm-hmm. In the night, especially, and I mean, if they don't have sizable AA defenses, then really it's the Leopard. I know is not extremely designed for this, but it has PPCs on a turret.
Now here's my question.
Probably pretty good.
Here's my question: have you guys spent any of your gains on getting the Leopards back up and running to being actual mech dropships? I
would say that would probably be one of the first things that we would go to do.
Okay. I like I like that.
Yeah.
How much XP does everyone have left over?
I have
Zero.
22.
You have
I have
22
22.
experience?
I have not spent a red cent on much.
Holy schmolians. If everyone wants to give me 2 XP,
I don't have 2 to give you.
I also don't
I'll-
have to.
if you guys want to
I'll-
give me a grand total of 8 XP, I don't care how it comes to me.
I'll pick up the 8 XP.
I will allow you guys to fully refit the both Leopard class dropships so that they have a full complement of all available weapons, and they even have gantries. Oh, they're pretty.
Oh shit.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Your 2 pilots are actually pretty happy about that as well. All things considered, Upshire and Maribeth they're good with it. They're actually good with it. They're like, well, it might not be good for hauling cargo, but I gotta tell you, Captain. No, wait, Maribeth, was she Irish? I think she was Irish. I'm trying to remember. It's been a hot second. Anyway, Maribeth is happy. She's like, this merc life pays a lot better than the merchant life. That's all I'm saying. And she would have made sure to say that during a meeting right in front of Kelly, because she hates that guy, but for different reasons. Now, with that being said, any final scenes, vignettes, or moments that Evenheart's sons would like to have prior to heading down to the planet side of the, some would say, the final mission of this deployment?
So just as we're finishing up all the discussion about tactics and strafing run and all the rest of it,
Mhm.
I think Cyprian will suggest that that in terms of deployment, that we effectively form 3 pincers and move in from there.
Mhm.
And Cyprian will just keep launching missiles in the hopes to draw any enemy mechs out of the base
Mhm.
to allow Callum, Lawrence, and Willow to effectively flank them and drop in behind. Stand out front and chuck rocks at something. Eventually, somebody's going to come out and find out who's chucking rocks at them.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And if they are that stupid to have not built any bolt holes, then if you give them a real good reason that they might lose their front and only door, they'll have to open the door and make sure to tell you to stop it. And I think the our wonderful scout and our soldier here, they're better at the whole flanking thing than you and I are. So I'll stand in front of you while you throw rocks and make sure that the neighbors don't yell too loud.
I love it. So we cut to a montage of the next morning, everyone preparing, Bruce, Sam getting into their mechs, a character who I haven't really seen on screen yet, but a gentleman by the name of William Frederick Lambert III. He is he's an interesting gentleman. He's taken to the mech thing well because he was a civilian mech, like a cargo loading mech guy. But I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over to the pirate base battle map. And I want you guys to tell me where you want to deploy and how you want to engage this pirate base, as it were. And then what mechs are you bringing with you? And who's going to be in each mech is my question.
I'm bringing my Griffin.
Okay, very good.
I'm bringing my Hellhound.
Love it. We got
I'll
the
be only in the avatar.
Griffin. We got the Griffin. Okay. Skadoosh.
Cyprian will be in his brand new missile boat
Love it.
with 80 LRMs.
Oh, yeah. 800 LRMs. All right, so we got Griffin, Hellhound Prime, the Knight, GYR, and the Avatar. Does that sound about right?
Mhm.
Did I do it?
Yep.
All right, perfect. And then you said you wanted to have what mech is Sam going to be in?
That she took to
Well,
the.
she took to the Wolfhound, didn't she?
She
Wolfhound,
did
Yeah.
take the Wolfhound. She's going to pop in the Wolfhound, and then for simplicity's sake, we are going to make your ally's color is going to be... We're going to go purple. I like that. We're going to go with like a purple color. Like that. Dark purple. Yeah. Boop. Save. Beautiful. And then what about Bruce? What mech would Bruce be in?
He's more of a fast mover, so what else do we got again?
Stinger, maybe?
Stinger's pretty fast. The javelin is also really decent.
Javelin's fast,
but
and the javelin's got some nice long range. So I'd say probably the javelin, just
Okay.
because that would give him mobility and the ability to engage, but at a distance. And I think that's probably where you would want him. And then if it's the same to everybody else, your gentleman William, he would like to take out, since no one's using it, he'd like to take out the Centurion. Because it's got it can hit pretty hard. And he just feels like, it reminds him of those big clunky haulers, as it were. So if everyone's cool with that, that is what he will take. And with that being said, tell me where you want to position everybody.
So just before that, I think Cyprian would have gone and knocked on Sergeant Major's office.
Absolutely have a scene like that.
Yeah, not long before deployment, maybe a few hours before.
Enter.
So we seem to be one mech down for a full lance for the support lance.
Yes. And?
Seems we need a mech pilot to pilot this spare mech that we have.
Son, I haven't
Wondering if
been
you-
in a cockpit in almost 15 years. Are you sure you want this old rusty bones?
Wasn't he in
He was our distraction in the last
he was
mission.
the distraction last mission, so
I understand. But he is still saying what he's saying. I understand that that's a thing, but his father's also kind of an asshole. So bear with me here.
True enough.
Are you sure you want me down there, son?
Well, I mean, unless you've got any other suggestions, we don't seem to have a wealth of mech pilots, so...
And your father's going to get a very mischievous smirk on his face, Cyprian. You could say, what about Dina? I know you've been spending quite a bit of time with her lately. You've been training her in the ways of the Mechwarrior?
No, she's clearly a mech tech. I mean, I know you've been away from the military for a while, but you know, chevrons on the sleeve and everything else, they're pretty much the same, regardless of which branch of the military you're in.
Very well. Well, yank my arm, why don't you? I'll be there. And he is going to pilot the last mech. What mech would you like to give him? I'm thinking the Stormcrow.
Could we actually put because he is Federated Sons military, right?
Correct.
So he would want the Centurion because that's
that
one of
makes
their.
sense. That makes sense. I like that.
So
I'll
Lambert
allow it.
should probably take the
He'll take the Stormcrow.
Stormcrow.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
So,
Perfect.
As Cyprian walks out the door, he'll like put his hand on the door jamb and be like, "Oh, I think there's one of them that there's some chevrons painted on the side of one of them. I don't know. I'm sure you'll figure it out," and then walk off.
Sassy. I like it. Sassy, but I like it. And with that, you guys tell me where you want to position yourselves. And we will get after it.
So Willow feels like his position's pretty good. He's just gonna walk forward and be a distraction.
All right.
Which one are you? You're the avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll stand next to you in my.
You can position
Night
yourselves
QAR.
anywhere within 15 hexes of the center part of the bunker. So anywhere within 15 hexes is where you can deploy. That is your deployment zone.
Within 15.
Within 15,
Or
yep.
Outside.
Go
of
ahead
15.
and pick your deployments, and then you guys are going to tell me where you want your allies to be deployed as well.
So the allies were to be deployed like
They were like rear
far
echelon,
out
right?
to the perimeter.
Perimeter? Okay.
And to basically solo out to make sure that anyone who would be escaping, they can call.
So they're
Either
there
for a drop
really
ship.
to act as major support and like a defensive buffer, if anyone is trying to make a break for it. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So to describe the scene, you guys are dropped off pretty close. You can just make out the top side of the bunker as you're all deployed onto this field of battle. As soon as you land, you'll watch as your scopes start to light up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're picking up 8 different battle mechs to start. As you start to move in, you pick up an additional 2 battle mechs. It seems like the pirates have really just solidified their forces all inside of this little ravine section, this little valley, as it were. And you're picking up 2 blackjacks. You're picking up 4 panthers. You're also picking up 4 hatchet men that are all positioned and set up, and they're starting to kind of move their way into kind of a defensive perimeter around the base. You know, up the valleys. The hatchet men are really out front. And over the comms, you would all hear this voice, open comms. And you would recognize that you've heard this voice a couple of times. You know this man's voice. This is Louis Gehrig. And so, finally we all meet on the field of battle together. It appears that this Evenheart sons, this planet will be your grave. Once we finish with you here, we shall move back to Exter and take what is ours. Prepare to meet your makers. And,
As soon as he closes comms, Cyprian I just want Cyprian just to literally just start launching missiles at nearest.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have each of you roll. Each of you.
So, wait,
Chris,
what
go
was
ahead.
the effect of the 2 dropship strafing?
I'm actually just about to get to that. I didn't forget. I got you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have each of you roll a d4. And that is going to determine how many hits were landed by the guns of the 2 dropships. And then we're going to roll a little bit randomly of, okay, nice, 3 hits. Very good. 3 hits. It's actually really good. 4 hits. Holy balls. I believe we're just missing Lawrence. Roll a d4, my friend.
All right.
Don't let us
A
down.
D4.
Ooh, 2. That's not bad. So it's 3, 6, 10, 12. 12 hits. All right. So as the 2 Leopard class drop ships begin their not strafing run, maybe strafing run, we're not sure. We're not sure what to call it. You watch as one of the hatchet men takes a blast right to the cockpit from one of the PPCs on the Leopard, and the thing just goes up. Like the cockpit's just exploded, and that hatchet man in the core of the valley just drops right to the floor. You then watch as several of the turret emplacements start to go up as well. It feels like this strafing run is going well. One of the Panthers takes 2 hits to the chest, seems like it's pushing forward, then blows up as well. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, let's see here, and then another turret's going to go down. And then the main base itself takes several hits, and you watch as the front side, very similar to like the Mechwarrior 5 style, where you'd watch as some of the front side of the building starts to crumble and slag down. But as it starts to crumble and slag down, and a couple of the other mechs take some hits too, so most of these forces are going to be partially injured as we begin this battle. But you all pick up a new signal from just inside the base, and it's registering as a mad cat, and its call sign is none other than the Steel Viper. And yeah, as it steps out of the front of the base, Callum, you would recognize the insignia on the side of this particular mech. This is a Steel Viper battle mech. And I don't know. You can deal with that as you see fit. But with that being said, we're going to roll some initiative. I'm going to drop some battle music, and we're going to get into a little bit of chaos here with the epic fight, the epic conclusion of our time on Exter, and God's willing, you'll all survive. But let's get the battle music going, and let's get after it.
That is just reflex plus anything.
You
any
got it.
plus one if you got
Yep.
combat sense and
You
stuff.
got it, my dude.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead
It's okay.
and blow up a couple of these turrets. And blow up that panther. Hatchet Man got taken out. Very smart idea, by the way. Very smart idea with the strafing run, because I'd made this hard, but that was probably... That 8 XP, Anders, well worth the investment. That's all I'm saying. Well worth the investment.
Plus we get to use them later.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. I'm going to give you the Italian hands.
Ooh, that's
That
just so
apparently
good.
doesn't mean what we think it means. Apparently it means fuck off. in
Well,
Italy.
I don't mean that. I mean it's very good.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean.
Can I
fuck
give
off,
you
okay.
a plot point to move myself back? Because I'm currently just on the edge of.
You
long
can
range.
already
I would
move yourself
definitely-
back because we haven't technically officially started combat. You don't need to give me a plot point. Save those for the chaos that's about to ensue. Also, make sure you guys draw from the edge pool so that you have the proper amount of edge for the beginning of this combat. Yes. All right. Grab the turn order tracker. Move this over here. So let's.
Draw one, right?
Oops. What's that?
How many? We draw one edge?
How many edge do you have on your character sheet?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, that's something you should look up.
I got 2. I got a whole 2 of them.
Oh, mine says
They're-
one.
they're
So
mine.
I'll draw one.
But
I-
first
I
up
need-
in the initiative is actually going to be one of the enemy's panthers. And that panther is a quick little bugger and is going to push the mech extremely fast, moving extremely quickly over to yonder. And it is going to lance out with its PPC, and it's going to shoot at the avatar with its PPC. And I'm going to go ahead and roll some skill check here. That is a 17 to hit with its PPC.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Actually, pretty good roll.
Yeah. That's
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Real good.
Oh, that's not as good. Rolled
Yeah.
a 6 and a 5?
I did roll a 6 and a 5.
Huh. Maybe I should spend this edge and make you reroll that.
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
You could also, be a man and just take the hit. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's
Oh!
let's do that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead. You want me to roll both the 6 and the 5?
Yeah, reroll both of them.
Just re-roll the whole check. That is another 17.
Oh my
I rolled
God.
another 6 and a 5. Holy crap. That is
Well, at least they're both out of the pool.
unfortunate. They hopefully are out of the pool, as it were. Hopefully out of the pool. Wow. So you are going to take a hit to your torso. And as the weapon strikes you, the PPCs have this kind of energy blast, and there's electricity and this crackle. All of your systems, all of the electronics on your mech start to kind of get fuzzy and move around and seem to be malfunctioning for a few moments as this PPC strikes you, dealing. Which for some reason I can't remember how much it is. PPC is
It's
4
like
damage.
3. Yeah.
4 damage as the PPC strikes your torso, slagging a bit of the metal away, and the energy crackles up and your mech shakes as it strikes you. The pilot of this panther says, "The bigger they are, the harder they fall."
Are you all just so over dramatic?
And yeah, the Mad Cat is actually going to spend this round powering up because it wasn't fully powered up when you arrived. But this AC5 turret here is not within range of anybody. This AC turret back there is not within range of anybody. This avatar, though, is in range, and it is now the avatar's turn.
All right. 9 is medium range.
Mhm.
Ugh. Well, all right, fine.
I like that Aaron in our Discord was like, if nobody minds, I'm going to snag that Mad Cat. And I'm like, you presume
it's-
you're going to live.
I mean, sure, but
It doesn't fit with the dog theme though. Unless
but
you
it's a
wanna...
timber wolf.
It's a timber
So
wolf.
that's-
It is a
that's-
timber wolf.
that's using clanner names, and I don't think Callum. I don't think it would be a very character.
Actually.
But you know, it's
Please stop hitting me in the ribs with an iron bar.
What? What?
That's
are
a
you
that's a
talking
meme.
about?
It's a meme. I'll fucking find it.
Do it. I don't
it's-
know. I
it's-
have no idea what's going on,
It's the
but I love it.
dork emoji.
I love
and
it.
He has.
I love it.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Absolutely
well,
brilliant.
I don't like that he shot me, so I'm gonna shoot him with possibly everything. Probably not the.
Oh
SRs.
boy, that's super overkill. But I love that that's where your mind's at.
just
Alright,
it's called proportionate response, man.
That's like taking
Yeah.
a flamethrower to a mosquito that just bit you. Like, get bent, mosquito.
All right, let's start with the AC-20. Let's see if we can get a hit with it finally.
Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, 15's not bad. Just don't roll a 11 again.
All right.
17.
So this guy's actually pretty good at piloting. He rolled an 11, so that is a hit.
Nice.
Where did you hit him?
Hit location mech, right in the torso.
Oh, how much damage is
With
that?
the AC-20?
7.
Oh,
Boom,
well, that
boom.
goes internal. That does go internal, and
Aw,
it
no
hurts
crit.
bad, but no crit. But he's not feeling great. Holy
He's not?
schmolies.
He's not down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go with the medium lasers then.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit him in the torso again, it's gonna be real painful.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm getting slightly worse.
All right, he's got this. He rolled another 11. Shite.
All right, it's 4 damage in the torso.
Oh man! You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I gotta hit this a couple times, make sure that it's not broken. It's a lot of torso hits, but all right.
Torso is the most commonplace.
It is the most commonplace.
There.
So you watch as this guy, he fired with his PPC. It strikes the center of your mech, burning away, slagging away bits of that kind of almost like a blade of armor. It's designed to take hits, melt away. And then you pop him once, there's just boom! The shell strikes him in the center of the torso. There's an explosion. You see the internal workings, this kind of skeleton structure inside this panther. It lurches to the side, looks like it's about to bring up its SRMs. It's going to try to shoot at you, and then that medium laser finds home, and the whole thing just boom, and it cores itself, and it just collapses into just a hunk of destroyed metal. Absolutely brilliant. What else you got?
I have an extended range large laser, which I'll shoot at something. And I can shoot out to medium range, which is 11. Oh, okay. So I've got 2 options. Let's go with the front guy.
Hatchet Man? Ooh, let's go.
Yeah. All right, 14.
14. Now, the Hatchet Men, they're actually pretty decent, but not decent enough. Damn.
All right.
One day.
4 damage to the
Right leg. All right, does not go internal. Does not actually penetrate, which is good for him. But I'm going to go ahead and mark that he's got 4 damage to his right leg. All right. And anything else? Willow.
So if I shoot the SRMs, that would put me at 4 heat. So I think I'm not gonna do
Don't
that.
do that. You will probably explode.
So I think
Speaking from experience, I've done that before and I exploded.
I'm gonna stick with just 1.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
Yeah. Wolf was hanging out in an annihilator and got it up to like 6 feet.
Enough
Yeah.
to blow up. That's all we're
Yeah,
gonna say.
you just
Cooked off all
rolled
his
bad.
ammo.
Yeah, you just rolled bad on the dice.
Blap. I blapped.
Yep.
I love it.
So yeah, that'll be the end of that turn.
Okay, beautiful. And next up we have none other than the Knight GYR. What do we got?
I looked it up. It's pronounced Jur.
The Knight
Knight
GYR,
GYR.
as I was saying.
Well, a Night Geyer.
Knight's Guardy. There it is.
The Night Good is going to. He's got 2 lots of 2 LRM 20s,
Oh.
and he's going to simultaneously fire. He's got one set mounted on one arm, one set mounted on the other arm, and then one on left and right torso. So he's gonna.
Dear
fire his
God.
left tor- yeah,
It's the most missiles I could find on a mech
yes.
That is
in this era.
exactly what I want.
Beautiful.
Yeah, in this era and in this weight bracket.
Yeah.
beautiful.
So he's going to launch a pair of LRM-20s at this guy and a pair
Oh
at
my
this
God.
guy.
So he's
Here,
got
enjoy
Barrett this
40
guy,
missiles each.
and Barrett this guy. All right, well, let's see what happens. I'm excited and nervous for them. They're probably
So
going to get blown up.
with the pluses, so they're all at +1 at short, medium, and long range. Do I add that to my piloting?
You add that
Or
to
is
your
that-
mech, your
Gunnery.
gun.
Yeah, your gunnery.
Sorry,
Yeah, so you
gunnery,
get a +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reflex plus weaponry plus that +1.
Yeah, they are insane. You are
So,
you rain down hellfire.
so my gunnery is 5, so that +1 makes it 6. My skill
That is
bonus
correct.
check is actually
Yes,
6. Then.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's the Rainmaker.
Oh,
I rolled an 8.
Oh,
Wow. That hatchet man's like he's charging forward. He's got his axe in his right hand on this mech.
I just picture it's like 300 when all the arrows.
It's
start
just
coming
suddenly
in.
like, and then you hear him. He goes, "I didn't think that many missiles could be launched at one time. Oh shit!" And then, and let's find out where you hit him because you're about to mess up his life.
Our missiles will blot out the sun.
Oh my God. What's the base damage on that?
8 plus MM14.
Jesus Christ, that does go internal. Mother of God. And yeah, go ahead and
So I'm-
roll a critical chance. Oh no, roll your MM. Let's see if you roll
So
if you hit the MM.
Am I rolling that? Am I rolling it twice?
MM, yep, you're rolling the
Yep.
missile thing. So 0 and 0. That's okay. That's
Okay.
okay. So the other missiles just kind of like pool around and scorch the earth, and chunks of this, volcanic rock start shooting up. But roll a crit chance on this guy. That is a confirmed critical.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll critical damage. And make sure you select torso.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! Let me double check something. He
Gonna
does
ruin the
have an
case real quick.
autocannon.
Yeah, he's
He
got an
does
autocannon.
have an autocannon. So imagine if you were that this streak of missiles just comes raining down. His hatchet man just tung. You see him bringing up his AC-10. You hear him, I didn't think there could be that many missiles. You watch as it just explodes, shards and chunks of metal flying off. And then as the last missile hits, he stands there for a second, wavering. And you see this tiny little pot-marked explosion inside his chest. It blows out the right side of his mech, then another, and the whole thing just explodes, shedding shards and chunks of debris everywhere. And wow, I thought this was going to be a challenge, but apparently I was wrong, and that was amazing. Holy crap, amazing.
Over the wide comm, Cyprian's going to go, actually, there's more missiles, and then fire the rest.
And then the rest come raining down. The other one's like, that just doesn't seem fair. And there we have it. So yeah, go ahead and roll to attack the other hatchet man. 7, you're probably going to hit. All right, come on, baby. 12. Nope, that's not good enough. Crap. All right, roll hit location.
Move out of the way, Cat. There we go.
Oh my god. Torso. All right, it goes in turtle. It goes in turtle. Oh my god. If you get another ammo explosion, I'm flipping my desk. Enjoy. Oh, and 2 additional damage. 2 additional damage. Go ahead and roll hit locations for those 2 additional damages. Right, left leg. That's good. And left arm. Okay, perfect. Left leg and left arm both take hits. So we got
crit
left
chance, crit chance, crit
leg
chance.
and left arm. Crit chance.
Oh,
Does
so
not
close.
crit. He's injured. He's not looking good, but he's still up. Anything else, Cyprian?
Yeah, I've got a long-range pulse laser.
The mother of God.
So I'm just going to...
You know that scene from Boondock Saints? And he's like, there was a firefight! That's exactly what I'm imagining happening right now. It's real intense.
So Cyprian's going to just do a bit of tactical checking on his readouts and see which one the avatar or which one poses the most threat between these two hatchet men that's still.
The one that hasn't been penetrated. That one. This one is looking pretty messed up that you've literally pelted with hellfire. I'm gonna have to take that mech away from you. It's too strong. I love it. I love it. Nope. We spent the XP, Darewolf. It is ours. La la la.
You said that I could have any heavy mech.
Any heavy mech you want. Famous last words from Darewolf. Any heavy mech you want.
So yeah, he's going to put a long-range pulse laser into this front one.
Do it up. I love it. 12. That might actually miss. There is a chance. Roll to 14. The pulse laser. Do. You watch as that hatchet man, he maneuvers his mech, kind of actually takes his hatchet, digs it into the ground, leaning the mech to the left. And then as he does so, he pushes the mech back up, and that pulse laser just goes wide, striking the top of the bunker behind, and just kind of charring the edge of that concrete and stone bunker. Anything else?
Yeah, he's just going to on the open comm, he's going to go, well, you can't hit everybody. I guess this one's over to you.
Love it. And this blackjack is going to push its mech to move up a little bit farther. It's going to get to there, and well, unfortunately, the avatar is the only thing within range, so he's going to fire twice with his AC 2s. Oh, don't get too scared. 11 and 11. Willow, make a piloting check.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh boy. All right, so one of them's going to hit. One of them hits you in the left leg for 2 damage. Just tunk. One of them strikes, hitting you. And then he's got a couple medium lasers. He's going to shoot at you as well for 13 to hit. 17.
Yeah.
Those medium lasers do go wide. Next up is the Griffin.
All right.
On Durst.
I think that he's going to move in just in front of, let's see, the range on AC, oh, well, that's an AC 5, so, let me check this. So these are AC 5 turrets, right?
Correct. Yes, they are. You got it.
So let's see, medium range is
7 to 11.
7 to 11. So I'm going to try, actually, 11. That will put me in long range from, well, yeah, shoot, sorry. Screwing this all up. I'm actually just going to maintain my position there. And then, 10, 12, but that puts him. Yeah, that puts him in medium range. So I'm going to actually move here. Puts me in medium range of the hatchet man. Puts me in long range of there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna fire at the hatchet man with my large pulse laser, which is gonna be +2. So
Get after it.
see that it's going to be +2, gunnery +8. 8. That's not good.
It's not terrible. Ooh.
Beats.
You watch, just barely misses. This guy's nimble. He takes his hatchet, buries it into the ground in front of him, and uses it to duck, and then pushes it back. He's doing some parkour. Parkour.
All right, I'm gonna fire at him again with my medium pulse lasers.
You will have to do better than that, you blasted mercenaries.
And that's going to be 2d6 because I can tell. Fuck, that was 1, and that is going to be +8. So that's another. Or no, that's going to be +6. So that's going to be 11.
Sweet miss. He does it again. Just dodging.
Fuck. God damn it.
Pirates, you know what's the difference between pirates and a mercenary?
Presentation.
Yeah, I don't want to spend an edge to re-roll this shit yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's just gonna be it. I've used up. Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, yeah. I didn't mean to move that guy. I'm just thinking about the future. All right, this panther here is kind of up on the ridge and is going to maneuver over to here. He sees a hellhound that looks like it wants a PPC in its face. So he's going to go ahead and take a quick pot shot at that guy. 11 against the hellhound.
11, huh? 11, you say.
Miss. 15. 15. Oh, yeah, it goes wide. He's going to shoot his SRMs at you as well. He's got some SRMs there. Takes a quick pot shot. 9. Oh, Panther. Come on, baby. Come on. 11. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. He looks sad about his life. This Hatchet Man is down. This Hatchet Man here, though, sees his opportunity and comes just charging. Just... You can see the gears just groaning as it lunges forward. And first what it's going to do is it is going to shoot with its... it's got an AC-10. And it's going to go ahead and take a quick pot shot with its AC-10 and both of its medium lasers, because it does have enough heat sinks to bleed off that heat, plus the heat it gained from charging. This one is ready to go. So we're going to start with the 2 shots, AC-10 and the medium lasers, twin-linked, 15 and 14.
Jesus Christ, ones. So I'm going to re-roll that 1.
I agree. It's a good idea.
So that's going to be... It's going to be an 8 plus a 7. That's going to be a 15.
Okay. So, unfortunately, it misses. Right? No. Meter beat? No. Defender always wins on ties. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's good. So that is a miss with the AC-10. What about the 2 medium lasers?
Oh, 2 medium Oh, sorry. I thought they were fire linked. Let's see. That's going to be another 15.
Ooh, those all miss. Now we're going to do a piloting check. We're going to do a quick piloting check to see if he hits you. He only rolled a 10 with that axe. He brings the axe down. He wants to ask you a question.
It's going to be a 13.
Oh, so he's like, boom, the lasers lance out. You're dodging and weaving. He brings his axe up and brings it down. As he brings it down, you manage to bring your mech's arm up and bash it to the side. There's a clang and clash of metal. Sparks fly, but the axe does not find purchase into your mechs. He was going straight for the head. He was going straight for the head. He wanted to frickin' just cockpit kill you right there, but he does not get through. Next up, we have this Panther in the back, who's just going to double move up to here. He sees an opportunity to go for the Avatar, which does seem to be pretty injured, so he's going to take a quick pot shot with his PPC. He watches that blue light lances out. There's that explosion of energy, like a little plume. It does go wide, though, and he's also going to launch his SRM 6 at you as well. All the missiles just lance out. Boom, 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 boom. You're starting to figure out their tactics, and they're just kind of dodging left and right, but they are not connecting. This Hatchet Man here is looking pretty messed up, but he's got pretty much a straight shot if he spends some heat. And at this point, his mech's looking pretty slagged, so he is just going to go all in, also charging for the Avatar. This is a 12 with his AC-10, 13 with his 2 medium lasers as well. Can Strom's luck.
Right,
Boom!
AC-10
AC-10 goes
misses.
wide. It actually explodes right next to the Knight Gyre? That's what we're going with.
The Niker.
Yeah. And a 9, meaning the 2 medium lasers that are twin-linked would hit, which is going to hit you in the torso for 4 points of damage. 4 points of damage. Does that go internal?
It doesn't.
It's
But I
good.
can spend edge to bring it to a glancing hit, right?
Plot
or
point.
plot.
Plot
Yeah,
point.
you want to give me a plot
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a plot point. I think
Gimme,
that's
gimme, gimme,
solid.
gimme, gimme, gimme.
There you go.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. I'm gonna save it for later. I'm gonna do it. And then we have the last, which is a piloting check of 11 as he brings his hatchet down on you. Oh,
Another 9.
Oh, hit location. Hit location is another shot to the torso for 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
So he runs up. The AC-10 goes wide, explodes right next to Cyprian. The medium laser strike doesn't quite go internal, but it makes you kind of recoil a little bit, and then he brings the axe up, and you just watch as it comes down, and it just boom, and there's this loud clang and the tearing, the shredding of metal, that sickening bending and crunching noise as he takes his other hand of his mech, puts it on the back, and presses it into your torso.
Yeah, you can have another plot point. I'll try
Oh,
and
another
glance
plot
that.
point, turn that into a glancing hit. And as
Yeah.
it starts to press in, it looks like it's going to cut through. You manage to take your mech's right leg, plant it into his mech's left leg, and push him back so he kind of spins off of you and can't get that axe fully into your mech. I'm going to go ahead and grab another plot point, which I now have to spend for shenanigans. I'm gonna take that. And next up is this blackjack in the back. Just gonna take a nice little double move over yonder. And he's gonna shoot at the hellhound. He's gonna fire. He's gonna alpha strike you, Callum. He's gonna alpha strike you. He's feeling good about his life. We got a 13 AC 5, 17 from an AC 5. And he's got a couple medium lasers. He's gonna shoot at you as well for 12.
Reroll that 17. I'm spending an edge.
Oh, come on. Why? That's so lame. I don't wanna, but okay. All right, so we got 13, 14, and a 12.
Okay.
Defender wins. Ooh, 14's gonna hit. So you take 2 damage from the AC 5 to your torso as well. Lots of torso hits today. I like that. And finally, we come to none other than Callum himself.
Mr. Speed.
Boom, boom, boom.
Blast.
Let's go.
Second to last of mine.
It's actually Mr. Amphetamine. Thank you very much.
Oh my.
He prefers Dr. Speed, if you
Yeah.
could.
I'm like Dr. Pepper, but with speed. Okay. Hang on one second.
Same amount of degrees.
it's better.
I'm gonna move myself back here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a shot at this. Hatchet Man. Oh, do you want him?
Yeah, I want to take him. He's in my face. He's
All
mine.
right, fine.
This man is mine.
Then all right, fine.
That's what
Then,
cursed to be your last.
What I'll do is I'll move here instead, and I'll shoot this little panther boy right here.
He's trying to live his best panther life. Come on.
I mean, it is what it is.
Think of me like that.
So I'm gonna hit him with my. Actually, let me just make double sure here that he is. Yeah, he's in short range. So we're gonna hit him with my large pulse laser first.
Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Oh, I believe he will succeed. Nope, it's a 10.
Okay, and hit location
At
left arm.
Ooh, left arm. And how much damage is that?
The large pulse laser is 4.
All right, that goes internal.
Right. Critical chance.
Yes.
That's a crit.
There we go.
Ooh. Ammo. That'd be hilarious if it was ammo.
Crit.
Weapon destroyed. His SRM 6s are destroyed. Go ahead and make note of that.
All right. No SRM 6s. So I'm also going to give him my streak SRM 2s.
Ooh, let's go.
So I got 2 of those, and that's a short, so it's okay. That's at the 15 to hit.
15, 12, that's a hit.
Okay.
Right leg. Nice. How much damage?
My streak SRM 2s is 3 damage.
All right. Does not go internal. It does do some good amount of damage to his leg.
All right. Well, let's. You know what? Let's give him both ER medium lasers as well.
Oh my Lord, have mercy! Lord have mercy!
Do the SRMs have missile damage too, or no?
Nope, these
They're
are streak.
SRMs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You lose the missile damage, they all hit the same place.
Yep.
All right, so it's 15 again to hit.
All right. 1, 10.
Okay, location mech.
Left leg.
Left leg.
All right, so that's his left leg. How much damage?
And that's 5.
It goes internal.
Right. Chance. No crit.
Nope, no crit. All right, he's looking pretty beat up though.
Lots
Anything
of
else?
damage all over the place.
No, that's
beautiful.
actually I'm gonna use a little bit more of my movement actually to. Let's see, I moved up 3, so let's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move back and try to draw them out.
Love it. All right, it's just out of range. You know what? This turret is going to take a pot shot off to the right-hand side. This turret's going to take a quick pot shot at you. It's probably not going to hit. 14.
Damn. That's real lucky.
Yeah, roll double
Alright.
6s.
Okay. And is the fact that it's stationary and I have movement 3 factored into that roll?
Absolutely. It's only getting
Okay,
a +2
cool,
to
cool.
its attack. Oh yeah, swing and a miss. This panther back here is down. The Mad Cat. So, entering into the field of combat, we see this massive, big honkin'. Kind of
75
looks
ton.
like it might be a catapult, but slightly modified. But this is a Mad Cat. And
Almost like a marauder and a catapult.
your systems are picking up. It's got 2 extended range large lasers, 2 extended range medium lasers, 1 medium pulse laser, 2 LRM-20s, and 2 machine guns. And it's got about 15 double heat sinks, so it is ready to rain down some damage on everybody. And first, it looks over and it can just make out the top of the Hellhound, and it's going to lance out with its extended range large lasers at Callum. And you hear this gentleman, you hear Louis Gehrig. And so, we begin the downfall of Evenheart's sons. I shall start with you. Perhaps you recognize this mech, young Callum. And it's going to shoot at you. And let's see what happens. He's actually a pretty good pilot. But that's an 11. So he's not that good, apparently. It goes wide. And he continues to mock, even though that is a total miss. Next shot is going to go towards the Griffin, because he's also got some additional weapons. He's got 2 medium, extended range medium lasers. He's going to shoot those at the Griffin. And let's do this. Damn, that was a good roll.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Those go wide, unfortunately. He's also got a medium pulse laser, which he's going to shoot at... This guy sucks. At the Avatar. He's going to go for the Avatar hit.
He'll hit me. Don't worry.
14.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
oh,
Hey,
And
nice.
finally, this guy's glorious moment pops out. He's unloading everything, looking like he might be a badass. Completely failing miserably. He is going to shoot his LRM-20s at the good Cyprian in the back, because turnaround is fair play. That's 10. Oh my god. Oh, this guy's not having a good day. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Every shot misses. Every shot misses. And he says, well, this is just unfair. And this AC5 here is going to take a pot shot at the Hellhound. For
Hey,
a
Luz,
13.
you know what the difference between a mercenary and a pirate is?
You can actually hit. Swing and a miss. Turret back here is definitely out of range.
Excuse me.
And we are back to Willow.
All right. I'm gonna start by kicking this guy right in front
I
of me.
love this so much. I was like, this guy's gonna deal some damage, and it's like 2, 3, 4, nothing. Nothing.
So kick is a piloting
Ooh.
check, not a gunnery check.
Yes, it is. That is
Yeah,
correct.
piloting. Yep.
He rolled a 10.
I rolled less than a 10.
Oh, so you go to do it, and he backsteps. You kind of like try to like kick him again in the same leg, and he sees it coming and then pivots on his heel.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. Well, I guess. What is the range here? 9. That's medium. Okay. Let's. Well, that's annoying.
Fair enough.
Darn it.
Nah.
I
love it.
Let's shoot this guy in front of me with the AC 20.
Oh, that's mean. He rolled pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it did. Darn.
Ooh.
Defender wins.
Defender
I
wins
really-
unless you spend an edge. But you
I don't have
an
any edge.
Shoot.
I mean, someone
uh,
has 2 edge. if they
Someone
wanna
else can
spend
spend
it.
an edge to help. You can have me reroll my roll.
I'll spend an edge then.
Go ahead and reroll my roll. I rolled a 14.
Yeah, nailed it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there we
it's
go.
con-
Teamwork
Oh.
makes the dream work,
Oh.
baby.
Let's go. Left
Left
arm for how much damage?
7.
That goes internal, destroys it, and actually sends 1 damage to his center torso, which was already 1 away from exploding. And he goes kablamo.
Fucking go.
He's dead already. He is dead.
All
Beautiful,
right.
beautiful, beautiful.
Um.
You like clip his arm, and there's a cascade, and then it hits the torso, and boom, collapses. I love it.
Ah,
do short
my
range.
one weakness.
Ah, my one weakness, destroying my internal structure.
Ow, my torso. I'm not supposed to get AC 20 rounds in it.
All right.
Oh my
Well,
God.
let's shoot the big bad with my extended range.
Go for
large
it. I love it. I
laser.
love where your mind's at.
Go for the legs. Go for the legs.
All right. That's pretty good.
Ooh, Nice.
That is
nice.
actually extremely
Wow.
good. All right. Don't bother rolling. Roll a hit location. But I'm going to spend one of those. It's going to be a glancing hit. I'm going to spend a plot point.
Well, fair is fair.
So it clinks off his center torso. Go ahead and mark his center torso for 1.
3. I am going to actually call that a turn, so I can have 0
Bleed
heat
off
at the
some
end of
heat?
the turn.
Back to none other than Cyprian. This
Oh, I was
man.
thinking-
Now is
gonna
where you
back off a
probably
little bit.
wanted to have that turn that into a glancing blow.
No,
Because now he
don't worry
has
about it.
40
I
missiles.
still got some plot points that I was given.
I
I
mean-
got one.
He's got 80 missiles.
I got some plot points. Okay, we're gonna see what happens.
I just. Oh, my
He's
God,
gonna be fine.
It's unreasonable for any mech of that size to be so heavily armed.
I love it.
Cyprian, I'm getting out of your way. If you could handle that for us, that'd be wonderful.
I just picture it's got to squat down and these like braces come out at 90-degree angles to hold it in place. While it's just-
Every fun gets fun, and all of you have had your fun. I will kill you. I will kill you and take my place as a ruler of the system. He seems like he's a little crazy.
Yeah, so he's at long. I think he's still at long range.
Yes.
Yeah. I am actually going to move back a couple of squares. And yeah, he's going to brace himself, one leg in front of the other, and
runner's lunge.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
spend
there
I'm gonna
we-
spend a plot point to make that a glancing blow.
He still gets his M dice though.
And roll. Tell me where it hits.
Give him right in this
Right arm. Okay, right arm.
Right arm.
Yep. And where are the M dice heading for? 1 damage.
to left leg.
Left
okay.
leg. 3 damage. Nice.
Ooh!
To the torso. Nice.
All right, that's not good. All right, so we got left.
Chingity chingity ching.
Let me get this left leg. Where's this left?
Willow is really good at
Can-
hitting torsos, and like
can I
really
s-
bad at hitting up pretty much everywhere else.
Can I spend a plot point to turn that down to his legs or
Yes.
his
I
left
would-
leg or right arm?
I mean, you can if you want. Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, because I don't know in terms of this system, but if you shift stuff away into leg damage, at least in battle tech, that effectively immobilizes the mech.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you pick out both legs, it
It counts as being legged. Yeah.
and if you destroy one of the legs in Mechwarrior Destiny, the speed is automatically reduced to 1. So that's 2
So
and
I'm-
4 if you so
Yeah.
it's automatically makes it easier to hit for basically anybody that's not in an Atlas or an Annihilator or an Urban Mech.
So yeah, if that can transfer down to
Yeah. I moved
the-
it down to one of
the
his
legs.
legs. Absolutely.
excellent. Okay, cool.
Beautiful. BEA.
You've got more though coming, don't you?
Yes,
He sure
13.
does.
All right. I feel like he's gonna make this check 11. God damn it.
Oh man.
Son
Are
of
you
a
spending a
biscuit.
plot point on that one?
I
to
don't have
turn
any
it to
left.
glancing?
I'm out.
Excellent.
I've been given enough.
So that
Left arm.
arm.
That goes internal.
Oof. Oof.
Oof. Ooh, nice.
Oh
Left,
my
both 3 more
God.
damage on the left
3
leg.
more. Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
That's a lot of damage to
7.
the
That's
leg.
still good.
The battle of the clan Omnimex.
Oh my god. How much damage is that core damage?
So it's 8 plus MM 14.
Jesus.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, so the left arm's looking pretty messed up. Roll me a critical chance. No.
Oh,
so close.
Damn.
And you've
Close.
still got more, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to put the long-range pulse into this guy.
Probably take him out.
Wow. But didn't you have one heat left over from the last turn?
Yeah, so I've got heat dissipation 6, and the missiles are 5, long-range pulse is 1.
You've got heat dissipation 5 on the Nightjar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to save on that that long range or the large pulse laser, just because that is a bit of heat.
Yeah, you don't want to blow up.
It's
Don't-
1, isn't it?
Don't pull a Frederick.
Yeah,
No.
you're at 1 right now.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've written that
yeah.
heat down wrong then. Okay.
And that's a solid turn. You've dealt a considerable amount of damage to that mech.
Yeah, I still have
he's-
1 heat left. I'm still going to fire the long-range pulse.
Oh, go for it.
And then I'll bring you to 2 heat, which means that in your next turn you'll have -1 to your attacks.
Yeah. Because you
Yeah,
you,
so
you,
I
built, you
would-
built 6 heat up in your first turn,
You know
and
what,
dissipated
Cyprian?
5, leaving you with 1.
I think
Oh,
you should
sorry,
do it.
I'm
I think you should do it.
no, I'm counting the right. Sorry, I see what you mean.
Don't
yeah.
listen to
I think
him.
you should do it.
I
No,
mean, you
I'm
could.
gonna leave it at that and shout a witty retort about how many missiles that you can fit on a mech and how he has a paltry number of missiles.
I think you're coward.
Your
think you're yellow belly.
missiles is
I think you're
is
yellow belly. There it is.
insufficient to
Said
the task.
All right. Griffin.
Did we skip over the blackjack or?
Oh, we did. This blackjack's going to move up and sees that there is a avatar in front of him, and he is going to unload on that avatar.
Sorry. I forgot.
Oh, didn't mean to click that. 9, 9, and then some medium lasers. 12. 9, 9, and 12. Miss.
All right.
Nice.
Miss.
All right.
Nice.
Come on, big money.
9, 9 indeed.
And defender
Medium
wins.
And
defender wins.
defender wins. Son of a biscuit. All right. Griffin, you're up next.
All right. So
One day I
seeing
shall
that
get you. One day.
Seeing that this hatchet man has come within close range, he's going to use his small lasers on it first.
Free attacks. Pew pew pew.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Swing and a hit.
That is going to hit the torso
How
for,
much?
I think it is 2 damage. Yeah, 2 damage.
Ooh, roll me a critical chance.
Ooh, baby. Critical chance.
Oh,
That is a
that's a
critical
crit.
chance.
Let's go.
Gimme.
Critical
Gimme.
damage. Sorry, let me just open this up. Critical damage.
Oh, you opened
on
him up
torso
alright.
crit. Ooh,
Engine
engine
shielding
shielding.
damage. All right, it's getting additional heat. Getting an additional heat. Got it. All right, cool.
All right, medium pulse lasers now. That is going to be 13 to hit.
Miss.
Ah, damn.
I did roll 2 5s.
Yeah, I'll spend an edge to
Reroll both.
make it reroll both.
9. Oh, good edge spend, my dude.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Left arm. Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
spend a plot point to shift that to the torso because that is 5 damage heading into the torso.
Well, here's what happens. You start to lance the left arm. He tries to pivot, but as he pivots, he opens up his internal side, his inside that's been penetrated. You hit the engine of the mech that you've already damaged the shielding, goes straight through, and the thing just explodes, sending shards of metal all across the front of your mech. Absolutely brilliant.
All right. And from here, I still have plenty of heat to use.
Ooh.
And he is in medium range. So that means that he is going to get a large pulse laser
The
sent.
Panther,
No, not the Panther, the
the
Timberwolf.
Mad Cat, Timberwolf.
Yeah.
Got it. Timber
Mad
Cat,
Cat,
the
Timberwolf.
Timber Cat.
Yeah,
Justin
whatever we're
Timberwolf.
doing.
Justin
Wolf.
Timberwolf.
Justin.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
From N Clans. Instead of NSYNC, it's N Clans. I'm done.
So,
It's a bad joke. That is how much to hit?
15.
I'm gonna spend a plot point that you just gave me, and I'm gonna have
Are you
that
gonna
be a
do
glancing.
that?
That's gonna be a glancing hit.
he is gonna do that every
I'm
time we
gonna
give
do
one.
that.
That's he's
Feed
gonna
me
drag
plot
this out.
points. I need him to live.
All right, that's one. Then I guess
He's been such an important character the entire series. You just met him today. I want him to live for at least another 3 minutes.
No. He
Where
was
does
such
that
a
one
damage go?
recurring character.
that one damage is going into the right leg.
All right, I'll take it.
So not even the damaged leg.
All right, that's fine.
I mean, you can always spend another plot to move that to the damage leg.
Yeah, no.
Come on, you should give me, please, give me the plot point.
Yeah, no, that's.
I love
I
it.
only have 2 left. So.
I love it. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, he's gonna actually move over and back up the Hellhound facing.
As he backs up the Hellhound,
Whoops,
this Panther moves in and is going to unload at close range. That's a 13 with his ERPPC against Callum, and that is a 12 with his SRMs. Ooh! Callum cannot be hit. Next up is this dead hatchet man. Next up is this Panther who is super injured. His weapons are partially
So
destroyed,
injured.
but you hear none other than Lewis Gehrig. He says, "Corporal, take out that blasted missile boat!" And, "But sir, do it!" And he's like, "All right, okay."
But sir.
And he's gonna run up here and he's gonna shoot at
Yeah.
Cyprian.
You deal with
Still
him or
doing
you
that
deal
one.
with me.
That's a
Well, give me your
13.
track record, sir. Come on.
Oh, that is a
Ooh.
hit to the torso. You take 4 damage to your torso. All of your engine, all of your instrument panels, everything starts to crackle and get fuzzy, and that blue energy pulses around. There's that loud ka-doom as it strikes. All right, this hatchet man is down. This blackjack over here is going to see his opportunity to maneuver. There, he's going to fire at the griffin, actually. That is a 11, an 11, and his medium lasers is a 10. Wow, these guys can't roll for garbage.
Sorry, who's getting shot at?
That is the griffin.
The Griffin.
Lawrence.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man.
So that is going. Ooh, man. One and the other. But that is going to be a 14.
Miss, and then
Yep,
2 more
forwards.
piloting checks.
That is a 13.
Miss,
And another 14.
and a miss. All of those go wide.
Pardon me.
You're up. You're up, Callum.
Europe, my favorite band.
All right, yeah, this guy who's like here, right in front of me, in short range. I'm gonna alpha strike him.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
All right, so it's 13. He can make this.
14.
You know
Is
what?
it though?
I'm gonna spend an edge to make you re-roll that, Wolf. You rolled pretty well.
Damn it. That
All
hits.
right. So, hang on. Let
Pretty
me
good,
let me just
kid.
let me
Not
roll. Let me,
anymore.
let me roll everything.
You sure you don't want to spend a plot point?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Oh, that's a 9 for my Streak SRM2s. So
Ooh.
that's a miss on those.
Get wrecked.
And a 10 on my. Wow, I'm rolling like shit.
You're
There
almost
it
like
is.
this guy is. Like Lou.
Yeah. Okay, but I still clipped you with the large pulse laser, so that's 4 damage to the right arm.
All right, does penetrate. Does penetrate.
Okay.
Oh!
There we go.
So that's a crit
See what it
chance.
does. See what it does.
ERP.
Ooh.
Oh, its PPC is destroyed. Oh, that sucks. That sucks for him. That
And
sucks for him.
now I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna engage in fisticuffs.
Yes, you will.
So piloting versus piloting, good sir.
7.
Ooh.
I
So
literally
we'll do
rolled
a
snake
hit
eyes.
location. Oh, I sorry, that was a vehicle hit location. Left arm.
Oh.
So that is a punch. It does 2 damage.
All right, doesn't penetrate, but it is 2 damage to his arm. 2 damage to his arm. Unfortunate.
You did that anime thing where you punch each other.
The
then
dust
his-
flies
and
out
then-
from between.
Yeah.
And then his arm just kind of like cracks a little bit.
Oh, tough for him. It's a tough life. This turret over here is going to take a long-range shot at the Avatar. Probably going to miss. That is a 10.
Oh, that's still very good for a long range shot.
Not good
Not
enough.
good enough.
All
There we
right,
go.
the Mad Cat. The Mad Cat. He is actually super pissed at this gentleman right here, and he is
Mad
going to
Cat is
unload.
fucking
He's gonna
pissed.
Alpha Strike on none other than Cyprian, the missile boat himself. And all right, let's see what happens. First shot, his extended range, large lasers. Swing and a miss. His extended range, medium lasers. Swing and a miss, probably. His extended range, pulse lasers. Oh, he gets it hit! Finally! Gotcha! I gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch. I'm kidding. Right arm for 5 damage.
Is boy.
Okay.
And then he's gonna unload with
What's-
his missiles. 16.
What? Sorry, Wolf. What was he shooting him with the last time when he hit him?
Those extended range medium lasers.
Your medium lasers. Let's be. Oh, this is a right Timberwolf.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
This is the prime, I think.
This is the prime. Yeah. She bad news. She is bad.
I told you. I think I mentioned there's gonna be a mech that you guys might want.
Well, yeah, I want it. You sold me. But I don't know if I can. Like, I'm just gonna have to really get a detail because I don't know. It's probably gonna take a while to get the smell of douchebag out of it.
There's also the issue of how many XP do you got?
I
How
mean, I'm
many
gonna get
XP?
some. We're gonna
How
get
many
some.
XP?
Oh, we're not giving XP
I
this,
got.
this match. I'm just kidding. You're actually
I'm
giving
gonna-
me XP.
If you
I'm
do that, I will grind every warhammer I ever see again into dust and
No!
salt them.
That's a loss on.
Is
your
that
end, my
a
friend.
hit then?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Looks like that's a hit. All right, so you are taking 8 points of damage to your torso.
No, that's bad. Oh,
I'll
geez.
give you a plot point.
Oh, how the tables have turned! How the tables have turned! It's a glancing blow. Darn, but he does get his MM. Let's see where he hits.
So
So
that's 1 to my torso, yeah?
missile damage. So you're gonna get 1 extra. So 1 damage to your torso and another 1 damage to your torso. And this turret back here is gonna take a pot shot at the Avatar. 4.
Oh, all right.
This one back
Be
here. This one's gonna take a really long shot at you. 7.
At the Avatar again?
Oh yeah. There's another like after it. You just hear it go by. Avatar's up next.
Okay.
What was that?
What was that? Somebody shooting me? That was weird.
The Avatar is going to move. And that puts me in short range of the Timberwolf, and we're gonna start shooting. So we're gonna
start blasting.
start.
I don't see so
Uh,
good.
We'll
Sorry,
start with
missed.
the large laser.
Go for it. And you're shooting at the Mad Cat?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
solid 14
10.
for Domahe to the right arm.
So his right arm has already been damaged, and that would be bad. So we're gonna spend that plot point I just got and make it a glancing blow. But it's still
Yeah.
internal, so roll me a crit chance. I just didn't want it to explode.
Ah, damn.
Whew, whew,
I can't
whew.
roll an 8 on
All right,
2d6.
we're okay. We're okay. We're doing all right.
All right.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right. All right.
That now remind me that should be the one plot point you have, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
It's a
that's
good question.
it. So
Can't
let's
see
shoot an
behind
AC 20.
Fuck you. You son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you use tactics?
I did the same thing. I used my small lasers first because I was like, Wolf.
18! Oh, 18! Yes! Mad Cat for the win!
Oh.
Wait your
Someone's on the
turn!
edge.
I shall deal with you
Uh,
after I've dealt with this over-encumbered missile boat.
All right. So medium lasers.
12, I believe. I believe, Mad Cat, you got this. 14.
Yeah. And that puts me 1 heat up. Do I shoot him with some SRMs? Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Not worth the risk.
It's a marathon at this point, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So my movement is 2, so I have 2 movement left. So let's move back here, just to get out of range of those thingamabobs.
Cyprian, he reached out and touched you. Maybe you should reach out and touch him. Also, candidly speaking, I don't have any hero
You
points
do also
left.
have the. You do also
Not
have
hero
the,
points, but plot points.
the panther that's hounding you, but it is really damaged. So
So what I want to do. So how far can I move with jump jacks?
What's your movement?
You still have 1 heat left, right?
So no, I'm fully dissipated now.
Yeah. So if you jump, you're gonna accumulate 1 heat as well.
Yeah.
And it's you
Oh.
move no farther than you would if you just move normally.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you do get the enemies get a penalty to hit you if they attack you within a turn of you using jump jets.
Ah, God damn it. Because what I want us to do is just jump on this guy's fucking head.
Oh, you absolutely can do that if you wanted to do a death from above.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
I
had-
just
if
want
you
to
had the
jump on this
range,
guy's
so-
head.
What's your
But I don't
movement
have-
right now?
No, because I've only got movement 2, so that would only give me
Yeah.
4, so I can only get to there.
You could push your mech to get
Push
movement 8, but that would
Really,
accumulate
really-
another heat.
Really cook them fucking jets on.
So that would give me 2 heat.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Your heat only matters at the end of the turn, so you build up heat, and at the end of the turn, you dissipate heat, and then the heat.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can do
penalties
that
start.
and then fire your large pulse laser. I don't know how much heat your LRMs are.
2 apiece. So okay.
Okay.
So I'll jump on this guy's head. And give myself 2 heat.
Hey, it increases your piloting for when you get shot at, too.
So that is a piloting check.
Yep.
With the-
Piloting versus piloting.
Oh shit!
You can roll like crap, too. He didn't.
No. Okay.
And you're all
Well-
out of bed.
Well, fine. I shall just shoot him with a. So shoot him with a set of LRMs then.
You just put up to his head.
Are you gonna shoot the
Trying
guy
to
in front
jump
of you,
on
or
him
you
and then-
gonna shoot the Mad Cat?
I'm well. Oh, good point. Yeah. I shall shoot the guy in front of me with a medium pulse.
He has a
which-
lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's loaded.
What does he have? He has 2 LRM.
He's got 4 LRM 20s,
Okay.
a large pulse laser, and a medium pulse laser.
Okay.
That's a 12. And he is going to roll to defend. This guy's scrappy. Not good enough. Where do you hit him?
Yes. So that is 3 in the torso.
He has actually not had his torso injured yet. So it does not penetrate, but it does hurt him.
So he's been screwed up everywhere except the one
Torso.
place
Yeah.
it's most likely to be hit.
He's missing a weapon. He's got some other damage. He's in a rough spot.
Okay. And he's also going to fire the LRM 20s at the Mad Cat.
It's going to be a bad day for this Mad Cat.
ooh. Yeah, that should be something.
10. Oh, not so bad. 13.
Okay.
Everything's coming up. Everything's coming up, Lewis.
That's me done.
All right. This Blackjack is going to continue to harass the Avatar. 17
Ooh.
with his AC.
Damn.
12 with his other AC 5, and a 14 with his medium pulse. It was medium lasers, not pulse, just medium.
Shooting at me.
Say again?
Who's getting shot?
You.
You.
It's
Yeah,
Blackjack.
Everything.
Oh yeah. He's
Oh,
alone
yeah,
on
yeah,
you,
yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Got this.
You can do this.
I believe.
All right. First one's a miss.
First one is a hit for 17.
Oh, I thought not the 13. Oh, okay. Thought it was the 13. That's fine. Second one's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is a hit.
All right, so you are taking 2 damage to your left leg
Oh no.
and 3 damage to your torso.
Oh no.
Excuse me, sorry.
Does that penetrate?
No.
Oh, I'm getting close. I can taste it. I can taste the insides. That's disgustingly weird. Griffin. Griffin's up next.
All right. Griffin will move up there, and he will shoot. Let me see. So medium range is 6, or sorry, short range is 6. So
Yes.
let's see what that puts me. You know what? All guts and glory. That's short range, firing the large pulse laser at the Timberwolf / Mad Cat. That is a 16.
Nice.
Oh, mama. 19.
Wow, what the fuck?
Oh, Lewis!
Oh, nope. That is a 18, but that still won't hit.
Lewis is on fire! He's found his
Oh,
stride!
2 6s, god damn it.
What can you do?
I will kill all of you! The sun shall set on Evenheart's sons if it's the last thing I do!
Alright, so medium.
Try to make him the most
so my-
ridiculous villain at the end of like a game, like a mini boss. Like, I just want to
Just like twirling his
twirling his
mustache.
So, medium pulse laser.
This will surely affect my inheritance.
That's gonna be a. This is like 11. Fuck.
Oh, defender wins.
It's cunt.
So bad, I love it. I'm sorry, it's funny.
It's really.
So what's
Oh
your
wait,
priority?
actually no,
What's your
no wait,
priority?
no,
7,
no wait.
right?
Actually, that's 7. So that's 14.
12.
All right,
Because I
that's a hit.
have-
That's a hit.
Because I have medium pulse lasers, which are
Yeah.
+2 at close range.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
it.
is 5 damage.
To where?
To torso.
Oh, his torso hasn't been hit that much, but that's good. That's
Ah,
still
well.
good. That's still good. Still good.
That still hoits.
It still hurts a little bit. Still feeling a little. He's feeling a little sassy.
Yep. And the small lasers are going as well. These don't have any plus on them, so that is just a 16.
Well,
All right. Hit location torso, and that is 2 damage.
All right. He's looking a little crispy in the torso, but he's still got torso left. Still got torso left. Anything else?
You know what? I'm actually gonna move over here now and finally defend the Night Jeer.
I love it.
And I'm gonna
punch
punch him in the back of the head.
Punch him in the face. God, I hope I roll
That's-
double sixes. I want it so bad.
No, but that is a 12, so we'll see.
8.
And that is hit location torso 4. I think that's
Ooh,
just
that
2.
penetrates. That penetrates. That goes internal.
Oh shit! So that is 3 damage to the torso. Critical chance. Nope.
No. All right, and then we got 6 on the torso. Oh, we got 5 on the torso. We go over the torso. 5. Oops. And okay, and next up we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, that Panther, who is gonna keep following his orders. He's gonna pivot to here.
So, can I spend a plot point?
Please,
But-
yes, absolutely. You can spend a plot
So-
point. Gimme.
You have, I've in the
Gimme.
background I've just been looking and measuring as distances. So,
Yeah.
the Centurion,
Yeah.
which Cyprian's dad is in,
You know what?
can I get
Make you
him
spend
to
that plot
give
point
him-
because I'm benevolent GM. He's gonna move in, and your dad's gonna take a pot shot at this guy.
Yeah.
The 13. Dad's first shot. Didn't mean to roll
Oh,
that.
damn.
That should not have been a 20.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's like, whoa.
11. That is a hit. Hit location is the torso. So as this guy pivots around, you hear a and you hear this and you watch as that panther explodes, and you see that your dad cresting a hill in the Centurion, and then over the comms he says, "Finish the mission, son." And I think that is brilliant. I'm gonna go.
Are
with
you
that.
winning, son?
Yeah. Quit pussyfooting around, kid. Finish the mission. And that is what your dad does. I love it. Absolutely love that. Next up is this blackjack back here, who's going to continue to try and harass none other than the guy that cannot be hit. 10, 11, and I believe this is going to be a 15. Boom! I knew it. I could taste it. It was a 15. There it is.
Who's he? Oh, no.
13. 13.
Oh, I thought the 15 of all things would get you. Come on. Come on, Aaron. You can't be hit. You can't be touched. You can't be stopped, even.
I mean, I've been hit. I got hit. Took a shot in the torso.
It's not your turn. I don't believe it. It's never happened.
All right, whatever, man.
Doesn't happen.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blast the panther directly in front of me with the Streaker SRM2s again.
Get after it.
And so those are...
Get him.
This Mad Cat is so messed up, but it's still going. This is so good.
Of course.
That's going to be a 16 to hit you.
Ugh. 8.
All right.
Nice.
Left arm.
Ooh, his left arm's already been hit.
And that's 3 damage.
That goes internal.
Fuck him up.
No
Does
crit.
not confirm. Okay.
Melee on the panther.
Okay.
So
10.
12. Okay, so hit location right arm. My God, I'm just going after his arms.
That goes internal.
Okay, so that's 2 points of damage. And let's do the no crit.
Ooh.
Fuck it. Okay. All right. You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna give him both ER medium lasers.
Oh. Here
Ooh.
it comes. Here it comes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go, baby.
18. You know what? He could roll not good
You
enough.
roll boxcars. I mean, if you
Didn't
roll
roll good
boxcars, he just win.
Didn't go good enough.
Okay. Okie doke. I forget that should have been a 16 rather than 18.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, okay. Let's do hit location mech. Torso.
How much damage?
This is 5.
That goes internal.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there it
There we
is.
fucking go.
Win. Okay. All right.
Oh.
It's gaining extra heat. Gaining extra heat. That's not good for him.
Is he fucking still up?
He's still up.
Fuck him then. He's gonna take the large pulse laser.
Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. No, so close. He was so
Close,
close.
but no cigar.
Live, Panther. Live.
Torso.
Cord. Dead. Just gone. He's done. He's done. Boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
and,
boy.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move down just a bit right here. And yeah, that'll do it for me.
All right. Smoldering, burned, pop marks, his arms damaged, the internal skeleton of the Mad Cat showing. This thing trudges forward. And he's actually going to get to about right here. And he's going to shoot at the Griffin, because the Griffin's
hey.
right there. And he sees an
right.
opportunity. 13.
13.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. 16.
Dicey.
Oh, that hurts. That is going to be 6 damage to your left leg.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Alright, yep. 6, that does not go internal yet. 1.
Hey, he's going to shoot his medium pulse laser for 10. That does miss.
Alright, for 10. 7.
Oh.
Yep.
And his LRM 20s. Here we go. 14. I believe. Oh! It goes wide, and he is surrounded and not looking too good. The ACs, the turrets, seem to go offline in this moment, as though whoever was manning them from inside the building is maybe
this.
deciding to say "fuck this," and we are back to Willow.
Willow is going to be unable to click his avatar for some reason. I think Roll20 might have just stopped.
Are you
listening to me.
measuring or?
No.
You may have
Okay.
to hit refresh.
I can move them.
We'll have to refresh. 1 second.
There's a moment. The air seems to freeze. You see this mad cat unloading towards the griffin. It hits him once in his leg, the other ammo, the other explosions around him. We watch as the avatar seems to, in slow motion, begin to lunge and lurch forward. And Willow, take your shot.
All right, let's start off strong. Let's go with the AC 20.
Spend 8 plot points, you explode. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, 15 is not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's doable.
15.
Oh,
I know! This
What
guy
happened to the strat?
all right.
Oh
let's
my
go
god.
with-
This
Then
fight's
we
been a
don't have
blast.
plot
I think
points.
this has by far been my favorite fight we've had. It's been an absolute riot.
all right, let's go with the large laser. Another 15.
13.
Yay.
It's a
Ooh,
hit.
nice.
Ooh, there it is.
There
There
we
it
go,
is. There it
nice.
is. Come on now.
4
Come on.
damage to the left arm.
The left arm is destroyed. Destroying one of his long range, extended range, large lasers. Roll me a crit
do
chance, and a
I-
portion of that does go internal as well.
All right, crit chance. Did I get one? Nope.
Nope. Unfortunate.
I have yet to roll.
Roll
a
me
crit chance.
another critical chance, because you did go internal on the torso.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember, he
Another
lost one of his
seven.
medium lasers as well.
Do I push myself into? You know what? Yeah, let's do the medium lasers.
God,
You only die
yes.
once.
I'll push
I mean,
myself
live.
into to 2 heat for next turn. I'll be fine. I can
Oh,
roll
here we go,
15s
here we
for
go, here we go, here we
days.
go. 16.
Ooh.
This guy is on
Damn it.
fire. And we come back to none other than Cyprian, your father, over the comms again. Finish it, son! Finish it!
Do it for me.
Do it for your ma!
You don't kill him, you're grounded.
Do it or you get no supper, son. And you
Oh
know
my
your mother
God.
loves. Oh fuck.
It's a hit. You torso this guy. It's gonna be real bad for him.
Oh!
Spend a plot point.
Let's spend a
Spend
point!
it.
Let's go! Yes! Yes! Oh, what a finish! Oh my god, what a finish. I love that. Are you spending the
God
plot
damn.
point?
Plot point.
I love it. I'm making a
Plot
glancing
point.
blow. No, I'm kidding. That's terrible. That's wonderful. So as this guy is pivoting, you see him. His left side gets to damage. His arm explodes. There's shards of just, metal and plasma, and everything's like pluming out. There's flame, and he turns and he goes to say something, and he says, "I shall not die!" And then you watch as those LRMs just right into the cockpit, and it just explodes. That center kind of almost beak-like protrusion of the Timberwolf, and he just goes silent. And the whole mech just wobbles and then collapses forward. And that is the
So
end
I
of
was going
him.
to say with the remainder, Cyprian is going to turn. So he's got a long-range pulse that he's going to target this
Mhm.
guy, and then target the other set of LRM 20s on this guy, and then effectively order them to stand down, or they'll be fired upon.
Get out.
And here's the situation. As the battle music cuts off, those guys surrender. Because, well, messed up the big guy. And I think as a bit of kind of exposition here, the end of this, you watch as Bruce, Sam, your newest mech pilot, William, and your father move in. There's a couple stragglers, and they actually, Sam and Bruce actually had started to pivot around to the back where they discovered, you wouldn't believe it, a secret entrance where they were trying to escape, but through some quick thinking by Sam was like, there's no way they're this stupid. And Bruce was like, yeah, I can't imagine them being this stupid. It feels like something Willow would say. And it's actually Sam that comes up with it. All the time she spent with Willow, she's like, there's got to be a back entrance. So she asked for permission, and they pivot around the back, and they discovered that there was a convoy of these pirates who were trying to make a break for it. All small vehicles, and they were able to get them to stand down as well. But you have effectively completed your contract on Exter and completed the beginning arc of our story, which is absolutely fantastic. So I want to just say, great job, everybody. I gotta say, that was probably my favorite fight we've ever had. That was super fun. There was a lot of back and forth, the rolls, it was a lot of tension. I loved it. And I just want to say you guys did fan-friggin-tastic. So we are going to pick up, really our next session is going to be you guys discussing with me and your NPCs, me as your NPCs, where you guys want to go. Because the contract will end a week from the end of this mission. You guys are free to go where you want, and you've got, a couple million sea bills to spend on travel, upgrading, etc. You've got some XP to spend if you want to loot some of these guys, add some additional mechs to your roster. You're welcome to do so. And just want to say, very good job, gentlemen. Did I go internal on any of you? Did I get any licks in?
Not on me.
So close.
Welcome to the life of a Mechwarrior Destiny Game Master.
So close. I loved it.
It would have happened on Willow a number of times.
But you got a lot of plot points. It was good. I spent some plot points too. It felt good. There was nice back and forth of plot points there, which I really enjoyed. It was like I spent plot points.
There's a give and take there.
Boop, 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 boop. Us throwing them all over the place. But absolutely fantastic job. We know we played a little bit later than we normally do. Almost 3 hours. But that fight was it was rolling. And I was having a great time. So let's talk turkey. The turkey is some XP. So we had our main scene that we revolved around, which was our discussion of the battle. We had a scene with Callum. We had a scene with Willow. We had a scene with Cyprian. We had a scene with Lawrence. Then we had our battle. So I think 6 is a nice round number. We're just going to go ahead with that 6 XP, which I think is great. And then don't forget, you can spend that on some of the mechs that you have recently come into. You've got blackjacks that are completely fine, good to go. You have a mostly destroyed Mad Cat, and then you have a couple of Panthers, as well as some Hatchet Men, if you want to start to increase the size of your mech company.
I'm taking that Mad Cat.
You absolutely should.
Well, how much XP would it be to
6?
6?
Yeah, because it's thankfully, if you don't destroy the torso, the mech's not considered destroyed.
He blew up his head. That headshot at the end there, Steve.
So that headshot
was so perfect.
You made it come true for me, Steve, and
oh my God.
But your
the whole
daddy
time
told
I was
you.
thinking like, oh no, I've got to target head and legs because otherwise the whole thing's destroyed, and then you're gonna have to spend a whole load of XP just rebuilding the thing.
When I saw that head pop up, I was like, "There's no fucking way." It was just chef's kiss perfect, like just one of these, just perfection. I love it. Boppity boopy. There it is. But hey, you guys did a great job.
Do we get 6 XP plus 1 for turning up, though, don't we?
You know what? XP. You're right. 7 XP. 1 for showing up. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna give you that 1 extra XP. You know what? Take an extra XP on top of that. Because I like you guys. And you did a great job today. It was really fun. And this is our first session in 2 weeks. I missed you.
All right.
And just take the 8. Take the 8 XP. All right? There you go. All right. I'm loving it. So we're going to talk both during our beginning of next session, but also a little bit offline about where we want to take the story from this point. Because you have options. There is a civil war going on right now that you could start to get involved in. You could travel to any number of other systems and do some messing around. But there is going to be one little plot hook. Willow, you got a message a while back from a certain Karina, Mad Dog, and D. Francisco, and she is going to be pinging you again because it's been a while since she sent that, but she is calling in a long overdue favor. So you may choose to respond to that, you may choose to ignore it, both of which will have consequences, but we'll take care of that next session. We'll take care of that next session, Willow. But any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns from our players before we sign off for the afternoon and evening?
Did we find out why anything on the well, is there a body left as to how he knew Callum's name?
DNA.
It's goop. It is goop.
We'll do DNA genotyping, and then
like
that'll tell us it was him.
Well, I think that works. Yeah, there's enough
Put-
goop in there to find out that it was him.
Scoop it out put it into a little
Put one of them in a
jar.
Vial.
Tupperware container.
Yikes. But with that being said, as I always say at the end of
Gross.
every session, thank you to the players for playing. Thank you for the viewers for viewing. Happy gaming, everybody. We will catch you next time for session 10, double digits, always a big moment, of Mechwarrior Destiny Salvaged Destiny. Very excited. Thank you, gentlemen, again. Always a pleasure. We'll catch you next time. Cheers, everybody.